Hold up now, wait. Tell me who they came to see. D-Money and Enforcer, getting on a victory. Talking NBA, NFL, and NCO. You know they on the grind, ain't no other way. This a self-made podcast, all they do is talk trash. You know that they top class. You know who the kings are. You know who the kings are. Don't you be no retard. If you want the best, then you should know where to start. Self-made podcast, all they do is talk trash. You know that they top class. You know who the kings are. Don't you be no retard. If you want the best, then you should know where to start. Self-made podcast, all they do is talk trash. You know that they top class. You know who the kings are. Don't you be no retard. If you want the best, then you should know where to start. Yeah, you know who the kings are.
Year. Happy St. Patty's Day. I got something green on. I'm smoking something green. He got red, but they got some green over there. What's going on, bro?
What's happening?
Let me tell you something before we even get started. I got 2 new followers on my Instagram thanks to you. 2 little sweethearts that say they here for Davo. I'm like, oh, I don't care. I'll take the follow.
Hey, man, we take them how we get them, baby.
We take them how we get them. Let's see. We probably doing a part 2 to what we had last week, but we got to add some basketball in here because as soon as we went off the air, all hell went broke loose.
Yes, it did.
Oh my God. So we definitely gonna talk about that after a whole week of hearing everybody had their opinions about a certain, I don't know, 83 reasons to talk shit. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about some basketball we missed because the Western Conference, whoo. We know who know 1, number 2, but it's always changing. Like within the week, 3 and 4 and 5 have been changing. So
if y'all see me smiling a little too much, I'm getting a back massage right now.
All right, brother.
Got my little massager going.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. What's going on, Christian Jack? What's going on, brother? But it's March and something is starting tonight. It's called March Madness. I don't got the ladies' side. I will have the ladies' side next week. I promise you.
It's kind of silly though. They need to move it up.
What
they need to move the what is it? The conference games up. Move that into the end of February. That way March Madness can actually be March Madness. Because the championship don't get played until April.
They some of them they actually do say they count the conference tournaments as March Madness too. So I don't. Hey, whatever, bro. But Here's the bracket. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's too many. It's 68. So we got the first four. The first four is starting tonight, and I think they play tomorrow. But we're not really worried about the first four. Let's talk about our predictions for the final four. The
Yeah.
final.
Well,
No,
yeah.
no. That's not. I mean,
Oh no, I know.
I mean that's just up there. But I don't know, man. I might have to put. I like it because I'm Tar Heel guy, but Duke probably gotta be a favorite to be in the final four.
Duke is definitely a favorite. The only problem with Duke got a gauntlet to go through compared to the other teams.
Oh,
And
let me
I
see. Hold on,
mean
let me go
a
back to the bracket for a minute.
gauntlet.
Let me go back to the bracket. I know I know they're number one in the
They
East.
got the hardest path.
Let's see. You got to see St. John, who just won the Big East. Shout out to them. Uh, Ohio State, of course, Kansas. That's why I ain't like that right there.
I'm rooting for Michigan
Mm.
because North Carolina don't have a chance in hell without Wilson. So they
Right.
out of it. So I mean, I'm a root for them, but they not going nowhere. VCU might knock them out,
Whew.
but I like Michigan's chances in the Big Ten for sure.
Where is Michigan? Hold up. What? All right, they are in the Midwest. They are
Yeah,
number one in the
they
Midwest.
got the number one seed in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm. And they're that this whole thing right here. I see Georgia. I see Texas Tech. I see Alabama, Tennessee. I just look at people that could actually give them some comp. Virginia, of course. Iowa State.
They got a squad.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a squad in there.
But
All
Duke
right,
gotta go
which
against
Carolina?
them.
Which Carolina? You saying let's go Carolina? Are you talking about South Carolina, North Carolina? Which Carolina you talking about? Can't just say Carolina. That's not right. Speaking of North Carolina,
I don't know why people so low on St. John's. St. John's is not bad. Neither is Michigan State. Michigan State is another tough out.
yeah,
UConn is always there.
Florida.
Florida's gonna be tough.
I'm looking at it. Houston. I know I just saw Houston on the thing on the bracket there. Houston. Let me go to the West because no one really talking about the West. Let me move this shit out the way here.
Yeah, let me see. Arizona definitely gonna be a problem in the West. Arizona's and Arkansas. I like
Yeah,
Arizona and Arkansas. Gonzaga's not bad though. They're number 3 seed.
they
20-5
never.
regular season.
They always in the conversation though.
Exactly. And Purdue. Can't
Oh,
forget Purdue if we
can't
talk
sleep on
about the
them.
West.
Can't sleep. It's gonna be interesting. Like it's gonna be an
The only
interesting
one
tournament.
I'm worried about, the only one I'm worried about in the Midwest is probably Texas Tech, and I think Michigan can handle them.
Do we see any Cinderella teams?
You know, there's one every year. I just don't. We
I-
never know who they are until they do it.
Okay, this is
It's
the
gonna
next
be.
question because we don't know who it is. But how far do you think the Cinderella team could go?
Man, they might make Sweet 16 if they lucky. But
Sweet
goddamn,
16?
68 teams, that's a lot to get through.
I would go say Big Eight. They'll
Everybody
be eight.
was real high on Miami, Ohio, because they went undefeated, but then they lost in the conference joint.
Mm. Oh, they already got it right here. Well, they are Miami. You said Miami, Ohio. They gotta go against SMU, and
They not gonna have no easy games now, especially after going undefeated. Everybody gonna be watching to see what they do.
who?
Miami, Ohio.
Look, they got one loss.
Yeah, that was in the conference joint, but
Mm.
regular season they was 23-0 or something like that.
Mm. Well, let's see how they can bounce back after that
But
loss, though.
I mean, it can happen, but I don't see anybody losing pretty much in the first round. Any of the top seeds losing
What's
in the
going on,
first
E?
round.
What's going on, E? We're talking March Madness. But predicting the Final Four is gonna be interesting. Interesting. I would love
I
to see
ain't gonna
Michigan
hold
up
you.
there.
I got I got Duke, Michigan, Arizona. Even though Arizona got to get through Arkansas, that's gonna be hard. So I got Michigan and Duke for sure. But like I said, Duke got some shit going on over there, man. It is
No,
not
that
going.
just looking at the East bracket,
Yeah, they got
UConn.
St. John's, Kansas, Louisville, Michigan State, like UCLA, UConn,
Whew,
Florida. They
whew.
Duke got it the hardest. That's all I'm saying. Duke got it the hardest. They just gotta hope Boozer go crazy all playoffs.
Well, he better. He better. So let's get to the NBA. NBA. We didn't do you last week. No disrespect, but we had a lot to talk about last week.
Yo,
But
Lakers on a 6-game win streak.
6 game win streak after especially having an overtime thriller against Denver.
Do you
Uh,
realize that they're 10-2 without LeBron?
mm,
That's not a good thing.
oh, it's a good thing for the Lakers,
I
although
mean,
it's
it
not a good
is
thing
going
for.
forward, but like not for LeBron for next year because this is his contract is up after this year, ain't it?
I think so because he opted. But they didn't take it. They didn't take the
He opted in for this year
for this
to
year.
get that 50 million. He off the books next year.
Man, listen, I think it's time to sit back and relax now. Just wait for the phone call for Hall of Fame. That's all.
Yeah, Denver fell back a little bit. The Rockets are just
There.
like nobody believes in them. They've been number 4 almost the whole year.
Yeah,
But
they
nobody has belief in them that they're gonna be able to do anything. They talk about them every week. Sagoon ain't doing shit on definitely not on defense. Like I couldn't believe Durant's bitch ass. You know I can't stand that nappy headed fucker. So last night I took him for alternate 18 points, thinking, all right, it's Houston versus the Lakers. It's gonna be a good game. LeBron versus Durant. They gotta show out a little bit.
right.
He came out. He had 16 in the first half. I
Okay.
took him for. He had 14 in the first half. I took him to get 18 points. He had 14 in the first half. You
All
follow me?
right.
This motherfucker scored 2 points in the whole second half. I did a 15 leg parlay, 15 leg, 14 legs covered, and he was the only one that
It was
fucking
him.
took it up and had two supposedly one of the best scorers in NBA history had 2 points in the whole second half, bro. I'm just watching the stats. Like, yeah, he gonna get one soon.
Hmm.
Bro, I watched it for the whole second half. This cocksucker had 2 points.
Oh wow. Oh Kevin.
I could not believe that shit, bro. Two
Okay. You know
points.
what? I'm gonna start thinking that these motherfuckers also gamble their shit away too.
They do. And everybody bet on him I guess once the game started, he must have had a whole bunch of live money come in on him.
Hmm.
Somebody pushed that button and told him, yo, sit your monkey ass down with your nappy ass head. And
Go
he
get a
did it.
brush. Go get a
And he
brush.
did it. I
Well,
couldn't believe it, bro. 2 points in the second half. Like, what was you doing? You was sightseeing.
probably. I mean, he been doing that lately. You notice going out to clubs and all that shit lately.
2 points in the second half is diabolical.
So
You're the best player on the team, and the game was kind of close. So what are you doing?
I don't know, bro.
The
So
game was close till the last 4 minutes.
if you look at this is something different that we haven't seen all year. Everybody is for the first 6 plus 7. I gotta say first 7, all clinched of postseason. So they already clinched postseason. Now it's just playing for the order of it, I guess.
Yep.
But we already got one person that's eliminated. One team that's eliminated from the West Coast. Sacramento Kings. Poor Kings. Poor Kings.
Hey, the tanking special, baby.
It's special, all right. It's special, all right. But we still got Portland or Golden State and the Clippers. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Clippers was not in the play
The
in
Clippers
conversation.
was way down. They went on a run after they traded Harden and Zubac, which is crazy.
crazy work.
I mean, a run. But now your boys out with an ankle injury and they get back to getting blown out again.
Ah, oh, okay. He said make Kevin Durant in hair versus hair match. Shut up, right? He'll lose that
Uh,
guaranteed. He'll lose that guaranteed.
Horrible. 2
Oh,
points in the second half.
let's stick with the West Coast because we got this news. Which the NBA teams reportedly could switch conferences if Las Vegas and Seattle expansion approved. I think you sent me this one, right?
Yeah, they said the Timberwolves. They said the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies might move to the East.
How does that even make? Now the Grizzlies is in
They both in the
they
West
in
right now.
Memphis.
Yeah,
That's down there. That's down the east to me.
yeah.
That is east. But
That's,
the Minnesota?
that's Midwest.
Mm, what kind of map y'all looking at?
I don't know, but that's who they said might move. I mean, it'll be good for the Timberwolves. You ain't gotta go. Grizzlies gonna be trash for a long time, but the Timberwolves, it will be good for them because they don't gotta go through. Look what Anthony Edwards has done. He's beat all the top guys in the West, except he hasn't really gone crazy with the he's beat the OGs. Let's say that he's knocked Steph out. He's knocked LeBron out the
Yeah.
playoffs. He's knocked KD out the playoffs. But he ain't messing with the young gunners yet. He ain't get to that OKC life. He ain't get to that Spurs life yet. So
Which would be another question. We got two NBA questions before we even leave NBA. But I think if Minnesota do come to the East, Ant is about to be the face of the East. Possibly.
um
Possibly.
he'll be one of them.
Yeah.
Because you still got Tatum. Right now, Brunson pretty much is the top East player, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think he's out with a injury this week too.
He said Memphis and East, Las Vegas is gonna be crazy with the roster. It just first of all, if they do it like football, I think the expansion teams always hit the first two picks. Always. So depending on how they roster go look. First, it
This
gotta get approved. It gotta get approved first.
this draft is gonna be crazy.
Oh, speaking of, I can't wait. I can't wait till I even see or sniff of April because that's gonna be conversation for
No,
another
I'm talking
time.
about the NBA draft.
Oh, that's what I just the draft. Period.
Oh,
Period. NBA,
NFL gonna
NFL.
be NFL ain't even done yet. They just getting started.
No, no, we're nowhere near. Oh, we got shit to talk about. Eastern Conference. Your Knicks. See, this is crazy because I just said on the West, 7 playoff spots have been clinched. On the East, only 3 playoff spots have been clinched. Of course, the Knicks is number 3. Celtics number 2. Then Detroit stick to that number 1 spot. I like what they're doing. In the East, though, we got 3 teams that are already eliminated from the postseason: Brooklyn, Washington, and your favorite team,
The,
Indiana Pacers.
the East are better at tanking than the West are.
I swear to God. Especially that team, like the second team I said, we're gonna really talk about y'all in a few minutes. Give me some time
The
to
Pacers
speculate.
are smart to tank this year, though,
Oh,
because if you think about it, when you already have a good team, but you're bad because of injury to your star player, when you come back next year and your star player's back healthy, and now you done got you a top lottery pick to go with your star player, that's what you love. You ain't got to trade for him or nothing. You just got a star out the draft to go with your superstar that's coming back healthy. That's what you want.
Indiana or Washington?
Indiana. I ain't talking about Washington is an interesting case though because you ain't never gonna get a healthy Anthony Davis, but if you get an Anthony Davis that can play some games, Trey Young that can play some games, and then you add into the roster, you already got Saw, you already got George. Like they got some pieces over there that can make that team look way different going into the season next season if healthy.
That could be very interesting. Um,
Brooklyn's just doomed. I don't even know what their plan is. Like you don't have nobody worth talking about now. I don't know what getting one player in the lottery is going to do for you.
put
Like
butts in
they're
the seats.
just bad. Or like I can understand if you had a couple of pieces. Like you got one good player.
Probably put butts in the seats. They probably get somebody that could just put butts in seats. Not to win now, because that's not gonna happen for the next couple of years for the
I
Brooklyn
don't know
Nets.
what the Bulls' plan is either. They traded everybody good and kept nobody.
Hmm.
Matter of fact, no, they got like two decent players. What's his name? Ubaselli or whatever his name is. He was looking. The kid that the dude that be dunking on people. Can't remember his name, but he balled out few games. One game he had like 29. He can play.
Hmm.
The Bucks, all they doing is waiting to lose Giannis in the off season. I saw one trade that was quite interesting and entertaining. It had the Knicks getting Giannis, the Bucks getting Zion,
Hmm.
and the Pelicans getting Karl Anthony Towns. I could live with that. You ain't, but at this point, I would give up Bridges the way he been playing.
Oh man. Let's look at the 4, 5, 6 for the East right now. Kind of crazy because I think who has a 10-game winning streak right now? I think it was Atlanta.
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 Atlanta's been going off.
So either between Atlanta and maybe Miami can easily come into the top 6. You agree?
Was it 12 games left? Yeah,
So
absolutely.
so definitely gotta keep an eye on at least. Now I ain't gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is 7, 8 are the and maybe 9 are the are like in the
Nine ain't doing shit. Maxi's out and Beat is out. Nine
oh
ain't
so
doing shit.
they just
Nine
playing
like
survival.
nine gonna be lucky to survive.
Okay, they playing survival. So okay, so 5, 6, and 7, 8. Those teams right there could pretty much change by the end of the season. Bet. Bet. So, bro, we had a whole week. A whole week. Because again, this shit happened after the show. After the
You
show.
know what? You know what I was gonna text you and tell you when something big like that happens. We need to just do an emergency broadcast. Get on it. We gotta get our schedules together. Get on the air real quick for a good 10 minutes and just discuss that one topic and just give the people what they want real quick. We
Or
can't. We can't.
just make a video. Just make a video, send it to me, and I'll fucking do this shit and just post it. I swear
That's what we gonna. That's what we gonna do from now on. Cause
to God,
We gonna start pushing these reels.
good lord, bro, because this was out of hand. So, okay, 83 is 83. Let me get that shit out the way. All right. Congratulations. You
Yeah.
did something that is physically proven, that is seen, cameras, social media, is all documented.
Nobody's
83
ever
points.
10 years from now. Nobody's gonna go back and try to figure out how did he score 83 points.
No,
They're not
right.
gonna
All you're gonna
wonder
see is
what the
83
story
points.
was. None of that.
Unless you're a freaking, computer, geek and you look into numbers like some of y'all are. 83 is 83. All right. I get that out the way. Now, shout out to I'm gonna get I know you ain't gonna like this, but Reggie Miller went the fuck off. Reggie Miller, not us, because we told y'all we're sports fans. We're not no journalists, but he went at the other people talking about. Listen, you cannot discredit him, Bam, and try to compare it to Kobe. Two different games, two different situations, right? Which he is right, because when Kobe did 81, y'all gotta remember Kobe and the Lakers was down. They was actually in a game with a good team, and Kobe went the fuck off, right?
You know what makes Kobe different though? Kobe, there was one game Kobe had like 60 something points and to start the fourth quarter. But they was up by like 30.
Mm-hmm.
And the coach came and asked him, Do you want to go for more?" And Kobe told him, "No, we'll save it for another night."
Mm-hmm.
And then another night he got 70, like 72.
You
So
got
Kobe was different.
You gotta remember, it was a time when Kobe, especially this is around Kobe had something to prove. Y'all, everybody pissed him off. He can't do without Shaq. Blah blah.
Yep.
Kobe went off on I think either 7 or 8 games straight of over 40 points.
Yep.
40
You'll never be able to compare Bam to Kobe.
No. This was a listen for Bam. This was a good night. You had a good atmosphere. You was home,
This was the greatest night of his life.
bro. Listen when I say this. The stars aligned for Bam. Your mama was there. Your girl, who's also a great basketball player herself. You was
Oh,
home
oh, 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 oh. Great basketball player. Put some
in her
respect
league.
on her name. MVP, national champion. Put some respect on that girl name.
As I said, great basketball player.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary. Oh, we use the word. Okay. We use the other word. Okay. All right. Cool.
One of the best ever.
All right. So, you know what? We both military, so he know I'm serious when I'm about to say out fucking standing.
Out
Basketball.
fucking standing.
Military. If you heard this, you heard that word a lot. Out fucking standing basketball player in her own right. You was home. Y'all was against the ass Wizards. Perfect. But then you gotta look at these numbers. And I'm not the grant. It's just factual. Okay, it's right there in your face. You went to the line 43 times.
Yeah, that's some wild work. I don't know teams that go to the line 43 times some nights.
43 times. All right. Two, the game was already won by time third quarter. Y'all was up by 30. And don't get me wrong, your teammates did it beautiful. Here, feed you. They fed you. You was greedy. They fed you.
They fouled players on the other team to
Right.
obtain time for you to have more time to score. They kept giving you the ball. They was playing defense so you could get the ball. And the Wizards helped you out a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He said someone going to break that. You know what? I want to because
I
I'm
don't know,
not.
bro. I don't know. Well, with the 3-point shooting and all that, it's possible.
It's possible.
And it might be against one of them expansion teams. But what players capable of dropping 100 right now? Like this was different, and it took a lot of effort from the whole team and the other team for him to just get to 83.
Yeah.
What player we got right now that's capable of dropping 100?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, like Walt was just ridiculous, and he was a man amongst boys. And I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty much mostly white league back then. So he had the athleticism over everybody else.
Oh, definitely. He had to jump that much.
Yeah, like he wasn't shooting threes; it was dunks and layups, like
Dunks,
all
layups.
game.
Yeah,
So
I don't think he ever shot a jumper in his life.
he didn't have to.
Exactly.
He lived at the rim, and nobody could stop him. But
So
this, I don't know. I can't think. I mean, Shea is amazing at scoring, but I can't see. I can't see nobody getting 100.
you gotta be on that night. Like I
The
just said with him,
NBA will probably make a 4-point line at some point and a 5-point line at some point. So then it's possible. But right now, the only person I could see that would ever even had come close would have been somebody like Steph that just shoots out the gym.
right. Thursday, I take LeBron out that equation. LeBron would
Never gonna happen.
never. He's
You gotta hope to get 20 from him on a given night these days.
these days.
It ain't his team no more.
And you talking about his prime? I think his highest was 50 something. I don't think he ever reached 60. So,
But who are the best scorers right now? KD, except for last night with his bitch ass. Shea, Joker.
and
I can't see Wemby doing it. And
no,
I can't see none of the stars from now going against the teams that they're playing against dropping 100.
no,
Like they
not by themselves.
would have to Olay all night.
Not by them. Yeah, not by themselves. Like I said, you gotta
Like
be on.
the other team ain't trying to let you drop 100 on them. Like I mean Washington is horrific, but I can't see them actually Yeah, let's help Bam get to 83 tonight.
So I'm glad you said that. Charles Barkley went the fuck off. Charles Barkley said, "Y'all did not show no pride. Y'all did not show
At
nothing. Y'all
all.
didn't show no fight." Because he's like, "I'd be damned if someone score that much points without earning it."
I'm
You know what I
all
mean?
about sportsmanship, but I might have punched you in the face trying to drop 83 on me.
Right, bro. It was over.
I got it. Like, bro, you still want to be out here after you up 30? Let me get one of them ankles. Come here.
Whew, whew.
Like, you ain't
You be
gonna
a
do it. You ain't doing this on me tonight. You
you be
crazy?
a villain.
I'd have sent one of the enforcers out there.
After that,
He come through that paint. You Charles Oakley his ass. Hit
oh,
him
your
right in the
ribs.
chest.
Your ribs, fuck chest, your ribs, because you got do one of these numbers. It's gonna hurt every time you do
You
it.
come through that paint trying to drop 83 and you up by 30. You
Now,
what? You shooting threes and you up by 30? Bop, bop.
now,
You out of here.
so we gonna get off of this for a minute. But on the positive, like I said, it was good to witness it. Just like I
Yeah.
felt good to
And the
witness
way
when
it
Kobe
happened
did it.
was cool. I like the way like you wouldn't if you was just watching watching like Instagram or something like that, all you saw was the updates. If you was just watching the updates, oh, he got 31 in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He got whatever, he got 40 something in the second. Like you would have just been in awe of the situation.
Yeah,
Especially because it's Bam. Bam is not known for being a scorer like that. Bam might get you 18 to 22 a night.
and he got all that more than that in the first fucking quarter. So
And that's when they decided, you know what, this might be attainable. Let's see how this thing keeps going.
I'm thinking someone must have pissed him off. Like someone watched and said, "We gonna have an easy night with Joy." Like, oh, really? You know?
I think him and his girl had a bet.
Oh, that could
I
be.
think him and his girl had a bet.
That could be.
And then
That could be.
he gave her mad props after the game. So I like that about Bam. I like Bam as a person.
I mean, all right. Listen, I think a lot of people are probably upset if you are upset about this because it was him.
What's there to be upset about?
Because it was him.
It has nothing to do with you in real life.
I know, but see, you know how people get emotionally damaged, but but it wasn't supposed to be him that get the 83 points. It's supposed to be your guys that you consider the face of the NBA should be getting the 83. Like, no, everybody in the NBA, you got an NBA uniform on, you could have that special night. Anybody can have that night.
You don't even look at this and think that this is attainable anymore. The
No.
way the league, I mean, yes, it's a lot more 3 pointers now than it has been, but you don't even think that a player can drop 83 on an NBA team in this
Mm-hmm.
day and age.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's a
I
whole
mean,
different
because
beast.
if it's I mean, whoever Washington's coach is needs to be fired
I don't
because
even know.
that I don't either. That's the crazy part. But he's the one that needs to be fired because at some point when you see a player going off, you got to double team him the rest of the game.
Mhm.
Somebody else got to beat me. I'm not letting this dude keep dropping buckets and I'm not doing anything about it. Somebody else got to beat me. So from now on, you're not scoring again.
Man, look, and the great. Let me ask something else. He could have had a double double with this number.
And that's
Yeah,
that's the other bad part. You did all of that and didn't even get a double out of it.
man.
That
Again,
means
congrats.
you only exerting yourself on the offensive side. You did nothing at all in the rest of this game except for shoot.
I'm gonna tell you like this on Bam though. They need that Bam in the playoffs. So now you show that you are willing to do this shit. Either you gonna get the other team's attention now. You're like, oh fuck that, you ain't getting past 20,
Oh no,
or
they ain't home.
or something.
And then the next game, they always can't even score 20 the next game.
Okay. So this is the schedule for tonight. But before we even talk about that, we got two things I forgot to make a thumbnail for. But who is your MVP and your rookie of the year?
Oh, MVP is Shea. Shea is eligible. He played enough games. He's eligible. He got a streak of 100 and how many games where he's dropped 20 points at least.
Oh yeah,
Like that's
congratulations on
not
him. He broke
easy.
Wilt
That's
Chamberlain's
not
record.
easy to do.
He
And
just
he's
broke that.
still
That was
going.
Wilt Chamberlain.
He almost ended the streak. He had to hit a fourth quarter shot to keep the streak going the other night. But
Man.
it's easily Shea. They got the number one seed. He's top 3 in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's easily gonna be Shea. And second for me would be Jaylen Brown. The way he went off after Tatum got hurt and carried that team, he's second for me.
Well, what happened was he finally washed that damn airbrush shit he had on his
Yeah,
hair. Finally,
wash that off. He got a normal hairline.
exactly. He fucking came to New York and went to a real barber. See, that's what happens. Well, who's your rookie of the year? Is it Flag?
It gotta be Canuple or however you pronounce his
I'd
name.
rather you fuck it up, but I ain't fucking up his
I'm not gonna lie. Flag definitely fills up the stats. He's
Mm-hmm.
playing defense. He's playing offense. He's grabbing rebounds. He's getting assists. He's doing everything you want a number one pick to do.
Okay.
But this kid, he done broke Steph Curry's record and shattered it. It wasn't even close with the 3-pointers.
And still going.
And still going. So, I mean, Flag is most likely going to get it because it seems like that's what the NBA wants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they want him to be the poster boy for the future for some reason. But, I mean, if you really look at it right now, the AFC is in great hands and in great young hands. Because I think the top superstar in the AFC in the West,
Can't wait.
you know, I can't wait to get the football. So the top superstar in the West right now, the young superstars are old. They younger. Like, you got
They
some
ready to
young
cook now.
boys that's ready to take over once LeBron and them retire. The West is in good hands.
Yeah, they
You
ready
got
to cook now.
Wemby, you got Ant, you got some SGA, you got some young boys ready to take over.
All right, so here's tonight's schedule. Tuesday on NBC and Peacock, Cleveland and on Milwaukee, 76ers against the Nuggets. League Pass, Heat, Hornets, Knicks against your favorite team, the Indiana Pacers. OKC against Orlando, Detroit against Washington, Phoenix against the Timberwolves, and San Antonio against Sacramento.
I felt
That's
so
tonight's
bad for
schedule.
Washington's gonna lose by 30.
At home. Embarrassing.
The Kings might too.
Oh, yeah. Listen, you said it's like 12 games left. It's just everybody just tanking for the rest of the season now. Like,
Miami and the Hornets are fighting for seeding in the play-in. So that should actually be a competitive game. The Bucks just trash.
The Knicks is just the Knicks will take advantage of this and spank the Pacers. But every time
I don't know, because you got to think about it. Brunson is out. Brunson's not playing, and then Bridges is averaging 6 points in the last 5 games. So you don't know what Bridges. He might show up tonight and ball out just to shut everybody up. But I gotta see it. There's something wrong with him mentally. And now you heard Stephen A. said that it's Brunson's fault the Knicks ain't gonna win a championship, and he's saying that because Brunson forced that trade for Bridges. He said if we didn't give up them 5 picks for Bridges, we could have been winning guy Giannis. He said if they didn't give up all those picks for Bridges, we could have been winning guy Giannis.
You agree with that?
Yeah, actually. Bridges hasn't done anything special since he came to the Knicks. Because you got to think about it. When he was on the Suns, he was having 40-point games. You know what I mean? He was doing work, but that's when he was the man. And he got Booker and everybody and traded him, and he wasn't that no more.
So he's a shell of himself then.
I don't know if his confidence is shaking or what. I think right now he's just playing to keep his little stupid streak alive of consecutive games started. He's never missed a start. But his ass about to get benched.
No. They gonna keep it. They gonna keep it there, and then they gonna call immediate timeout in 1 minute and sit your ass on the bench. You just gonna keep your streak running. That's all you worry about.
It's been games where he came in for like 10 seconds, got a foul, and sat down just to keep the streak going.
That's crazy work. Hey, let's get to some NFL.
Let's go.
let's get some NFL news, and then we gonna get some moves. But this right here, so
I'm
the
on Hopkins' side on this one.
uh, let's read. So Hopkins said, "How many times after this do you think I was used in the red zone? When target, I'm still one of the most productive, but never complain with my snaps, and never will. Facts." So, uh, yeah, that's a good question because I don't remember they didn't do no over the top with him.
He's been professional.
Yeah, so why everybody say he was complaining?
No, he's not complaining. He's
No, I'm
saying
saying no. They
he
no.
never complained.
I think so. Not this one. I think it was another one that
He's
said,
not complaining, but he threw a little shade and was basically like, I can still ball, but ain't nobody giving me the ball. So he didn't really complain. He's just still letting people know that he can still play. And I'm a little nervous though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because one of my sources is saying he might be going to the Rams.
"Oh Lord."
Could you imagine the red zone with him, Puka, and
And
Devontae?
Adams.
And all you need him to do is make a catch. He gonna do that all game long. His
We still
problem
got the
is he
up.
went to the Ravens. The Ravens don't throw to nobody. He needed to go to a team that throws a lot, like the Rams.
You know what's fucked up? Because I don't usually do this, but I had to go and check. I'm going to check on another team when I'm saying that. I had to look at the Ravens for a minute. Do you know when they at the goal line and you got damn Derrick Henry, you don't give Derrick Henry the ball at the goal line, and when you do, he gets stopped.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good Ravens fans. I'm telling you, it's not. If you go back and watch last season, it's not a good percentage of Derrick Henry going into the end zone at the 1 yard line, and that shocks me.
Lamar, I think Lamar got more 1 yard line rushes than Henry.
Yeah, and they give the ball. Don't even listen. They say the Eagles where you already know the
Yeah,
twist
he
was
just
going
be
to happen.
getting stopped.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
gets
know
stopped
how. I don't know how, but he just be getting stopped.
because he's the running back that needs like a 6 yard start. Like
He
he got
just
to be
need a
like
full
a
head of
deep back.
steam.
He's a deep back, so you got to get him that his speed pick up. He must be that type of back because he gets stopped easily at the goal line, and that's why I think I understand when he going with like, oh, it's not working.
He
Pass the
doesn't
ball.
have any he doesn't have any quickness. He just has power. And these dudes got power too. Like you have him running a short distance into a guy. He's what, 250? You got him running a short distance into a guy that's 310, 325. The
Run into a brick wall.
325 is probably gonna win that.
He run into a brick wall. You're not
You
moving no.
know, if he doesn't have that full head of speed, and he's
Mm,
not a shifty guy, he's a go. He one hit and go.
yeah, yeah. That's why to this day, y'all look at that video of Ryan Clark when he said he would hit Derrick Henry and he would meet him. Look at video of Ryan Clark and then look at Henry. I believe Ryan Clark. I believe
But
him.
you also gotta think about this too. Hopkins is saying he can still play. I think he has to go to a team that already has a few receivers that are established because remember when he got traded to Kansas City and Kansas City throws a lot.
Mm,
He started out hot and then sizzled off later on.
but
So I don't know, and that's a team that throws a lot with the best quarterback in the NFL.
well,
So
let's say he don't go to Rams and he goes to I don't know
I don't know
Buffalo.
where he could go outside of the Rams and a couple other teams, I guess. Maybe New England, who needs I don't know, maybe he needs to go somewhere that needs a veteran presence like the Panthers, because they got a lot of young receivers over there. They don't have no old guys. They got T Mac and all them young boys that they drafted in the last 2 years.
And a young ass quarterback.
Maybe you go to a team like that where he could be a veteran presence. But outside of a team that's built like the Rams is, who already has a number one and number two established, I don't know where he could go.
Ooh, that's scary. That's scary work. What the hell? Oh, anyway, I'm getting messages. Anyway, it says ranking the best quarterback room. Since we gonna talk about this number one, because that is gonna be a
I don't,
major thing we gonna
there's
talk about.
only one person in that number one that counts, and that's the only reason they at number one.
Number two, you got Lamar Jackson. I ain't gonna go all through these shits, but Y'all at number 3.
Just read. Yeah, I was gonna say just read number 3. You ain't gotta go too far. Just read
Y'all at
number
number
3.
3. What's how you feel about that? Because
I think they. I think Purdy is pretty good. He's been in the MVP race already in his young career, and then Mac Jones played exceptional last year as a backup, and I think that's why they ranked number 3. But
okay.
yeah, a lot of these backups are trash, and that's why. And
I've
that's
totally
why these
forgot
teams.
Joshua Dobbs is in the Patriots. I know, and I forgot. I didn't even know.
Because whatchamacallit ain't been hurt. Well, he's been playing through injury too.
This had to be just made because we didn't even talk about the moves yet, and
He just made it yesterday.
yeah, and of course, the Giants is on here at 18, but give it time. Give it time. We will see what happens next year. The rest of the list is who the fuck did this? That's why I brought up. Number 20 is funny as hell. Who did this? That's messed up. Yo, where's his head, bro?
You'll be all right.
That's messed up. Wait, before I go to this, the Titans. A special shout out to the Titans. At least y'all haven't forgotten where y'all from. Because they pretty much brought up the Houston Oilers colors in their new uniforms. So that was dope. I gotta give y'all that. Let me say he need to go to he was talking about what you just said. Go to Carolina. You're laughing.
Yeah, he could be a veteran presence, and he might get some playing time because outside of T Mac, nobody did nothing for them in the receiving room.
So remember that question you asked last week about the Cardinals? I guess Jacoby Brissett is going to be their
Yeah,
starting quarterback.
Jacoby Brissett is the starter at the moment.
Right. All right. They already put in the future. The draft didn't happen. They put what's name in the Raiders already. So there you go with that. The top 10 quarterbacks. That's 10. Not talking about no backups, no nothing. Top 10 quarterbacks. And they got Matthew Stafford at number 1. Drake May number 2, Josh Allen number 3, Jordan Love number 4, Dak Prescott number 5, Brock Purdy number 6.
They finally putting some respect on my boy name after them 5 touchdown games in a row.
Hey now.
2 and a 4. But they
Justin Herbert
finally
number
putting some
7,
respect.
Trevor Lawrence number 8, Williams number 9, and Goff number 10.
I got a crazy question.
What's that?
Where's Jalen Hurts?
Aha! You see why I took? I'm staying on here. Like, wow. But see, also you gotta remember this was the conversation last year. What is he a top quarterback in the league? What do you gotta do to be a top quarterback in the NFL? Win games, win a championship.
Win games, take your team deep into the playoffs, that sort of thing. And
Has not Jalen Hurts did
as
that.
soon as you struggle, they are coming for you. And he struggled last year.
But has he not did that though?
He's done it. He's taken them to 2 Super Bowls, had 2 great performances in both Super Bowls. But I think his problem is consistency. You'll have one game where he could throw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. You have another game where he struggles to get over 100.
But those games that he do go over 300, that's because they listen to the press instead of playing their game.
That too. And that's the other problem, his offensive coordinator, which I think is going to be a problem this year. You got a new offensive coordinator who's never called plays before. You got a diva receiver who will definitely bully that offensive coordinator since he's never called plays before. You got a diva receiver that doesn't really get along with the head coach or the quarterback. I think AJ Brown is getting traded. If Waddle's got, I
Oh,
think I think AJ Brown's gonna get traded because like
they're
okay,
teasing it.
normally when it's a team that doesn't want to trade their player, they shutting all that shit down. He's an Eagle for life. He's not going nowhere. He's our favorite receiver. He's not going that's our number 1 player. He ain't going nowhere. Howie ain't saying that shit. Howie ain't saying nothing like that. They are working. I think he's gonna go for like a first and a second now that Waddle went for a first and a third.
Oh, not to mention who they just picked up.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we
that
got.
bum. Ain't nobody
I
thinking
mean,
about it.
but still, if you
Yeah, the
so
fact that they're trying to get more weapons is
yeah,
is is it
yeah,
make it pulls. Yeah, but this is gonna. I think I can't see him not going to the Patriots.
AJ Brown.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it might be somebody else might jump out the window and pull a trigger on him. But right now is the time. You got a quarterback that just came off of a Super Bowl appearance and in his second year in the league. He doesn't have a number one receiver, even though you just got Romeo Dobbs. You don't have a lot of you
uh,
don't have a lot of glaring holes to where you really need that first round pick is going to take to get them. And your first round pick this year is pretty much an early second round pick because it's number 31.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you can afford to give up the 31st pick and a second next year or something like that to get
Wait,
him.
they didn't. They. I trying to think.
Hello?
Going to. We good?
There you go. I
Okay.
see you now.
We ain't had no picks. The Patriots didn't have no picks where they traded someone and they had to give up their picks. So they didn't. Yeah, they gonna be 31. Uh, before we move on, you said Jalen Hurts. Who can he replace on this list?
See, this is my thing. I'm not as high on Caleb Williams as yet as everyone else is. Like they super high on Caleb. I all right. To me, a lot of it was patting his stats because you was always down.
Right.
It wasn't like you was just in there having a good game. Like you was having horrible games and just had good fourth quarters. But everybody's treating you like a hero for coming back, but you was losing the whole game.
See, I think I'm gonna call like this. He's in the same. Is it light or should I say company? And again, I want everybody to pay attention to what I'm saying. He's not. He's not. The same resume as Eli, but he's in that company where Eli had bad 3 quarters, and then he could bring you back in the fourth quarter, or at least keep you in the close to victory. Right? That's what he was doing last year.
And with him, they looking at he went to the playoffs. He didn't they win the division? Yeah, I
Huh?
mean he went to the playoffs. I think they won the division, right? The Bears.
Yeah, yeah. They won the
Yeah, he
division.
won the division. He went to the playoffs. He beat the Packers a couple times. So that's the other part of it, that the other component they're looking at. But me personally as a thrower right now, I don't think he's better than Golf. I would put Golf over him. Trevor Lawrence had a great year. Justin Herbert is the weirdest quarterback ever because he's big, he can throw, he can run, he's tough, but he sucks in the playoffs.
I think because he gets his ass whooped the whole season. Like this dude take hits. Like he's like
But like, where
he's
do
he
you like
he's
him and
scrambling for a
Trevor?
reason. He's scrambling because his line don't hold a block more than freaking 3 seconds.
Well, he did lose both his tackles, but where do you put him and Trevor Lawrence when it comes to grading? Like, they're not grading them off of, okay, they've had great careers. They're grading them off of what they look like, their height, their arm strength, their the shit like that, like their prototypical thoughts of what a quarterback should look like. They're
Mm,
pretty much throwing them in this category every year because of that. They're not throwing them in the category because, oh, he's out there lighting it up. Like Herbert lights it up during the season, but
mm.
Lawrence doesn't really light it up. Last year was great for him. That was like his best season I've ever seen him play.
As a pro, yeah.
Yeah. So and
Mm.
now I think that was because of the new head coach. But other than that, you can't really show me anything Lawrence has done to where you thinking, oh shit, this kid is nice.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So they're just going off of what the typical quarterback should look like when they talk about those two for the most part.
Uh No, I got you. Next position, of course, is running back. They got Bijan number one, and then Gibbs number two.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Bijan is just different.
See, yeah,
Like,
it's
what?
crazy. It's crazy because your attitude last during the football season was like, "Oh, see, you'll see it," and then during the like
Oh
these
no,
games,
I see it with Bijan for the most part, but my problem with Bijan a lot of the time was he would kill it at home, but not on the road. Like he had that big game against Buffalo and that
oh,
Monday night game. Then he
oh,
played us. He played us on Sunday night and got bottled up. And we playing with all backups and rookies.
that's probably one of the best games I seen him play was that Monday night game.
But he can do that anytime. That's the thing. And my problem with Bijan before was they wasn't using him like they used him this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they wasn't feeding him the ball. This year they actually fed him the ball, and that's why he's number one.
Oh,
Gibbs is just a different animal. I don't know. A might be available. If you
yeah,
they traded Waddle. The only reason I can't see A moving is because he's still on a rookie deal.
yeah.
Like everybody they cut and let go was older, or they've been there for a while, coming off an injury, or they got a big contract. He's still off a rookie deal, so that's the only thing. That's the only reason I don't see him busting a move or them trading him, because it looks like it's a full reset, which is the reason I feel so bad for Willis, because you got Willis over there. You just took away every weapon he had and
Possible,
told him to go win games.
possible. Like, bro, he don't have. You know, well, when he
His
before he got
number
there, he
one,
didn't have. He had Tyleek.
his number one weapon, his number one weapon is Atwell, who was a fourth string wide receiver from the Rams.
They ain't make no moves to get nobody.
They got a bunch of picks though. They got
Okay.
two firsts, 1 second. They got 4 third-round picks.
Mm.
So in the top 100, they got like 6 picks, 7 picks in the top 100.
So here's my question about this list for the running backs. We talked about it last week. James Cook was the leading rusher, and he didn't even get that many touches compared to Bijan and Gibbs, but he still was the leading rusher. Why is this man number 7?
Because the people in front of him are just better.
He,
He
he,
had the most. He had the most yards. I give him that. But you're not going. If you're starting a team, you're not going to take him over Bijan Robinson. You're not going to draft him over Gibbs. You're not going to take him over A. Shane.
it's
You're
kind
not
of
going to.
messed up because we talked about Bijan in that Buffalo game, but in that same game, James actually did a good job in that game too.
But there's no. If you look at the people in front of him, there's no disrespect by saying you wouldn't take him over them. Derrick Henry's probably a Hall of Famer one year. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
Jonathan Taylor was damn near the MVP of the league last year until he
Whew.
fell off at the end of the season.
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey he had more catches and yards than most receivers on most teams.
and it should and could have been Player of the Year.
Shane completely carried that team, you know. So I think he'll move up. But who do you replace it? And the 6 in front of him, I think he's perfectly on this list, because you're not gonna take him over the 6 in front of him. Maybe Derrick Henry because he's a little older now
Mm-hmm.
and he's experiencing a couple of fumble issues.
Jeez.
But other than Derrick Henry, you're not taking him over Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, A. Shane Gibbs, or Bijan. So it's not disrespectful that he's at 7.
So before we go to the running backs, Travis Etienne, he's gonna be a Saint. Will he be on this list next year?
Depends on what they do. It depends on the play calling.
Play calling, because remember that other running back, he's not no
I
soft
don't
running
think.
back. He's a good running back too.
I think Alvin Kamara is going to be out of there. I don't think they
Oh,
can
not
keep
him.
up.
The other running back that was Mook, something like that. I forgot his name. But he had a good season with but not like great, but good enough. But Next, we have wide receivers, and goddamn, this is interesting. It's interesting because I'm not sure should I even disagree with this list.
My
Maybe Justin
my
Jefferson should be a
my
little higher.
my feelings are a little hurt because there's no Niners on this list. We've been on every list so far except for this one, so we gotta step our shit up. But I think Mike
But you
Evans will
understand
make
why,
this
though.
list. Mike Evans will make this list next year. Watch.
All right. I,
This list is beautiful, except for like you said, Justin. This is disrespectful. I'm talking about physical ability. There's the only person that has the same physical ability on this list as Justin Jefferson to me is Jamar Chase.
right.
To me, they're the two. I mean, granted, Puka's killing it. Everybody else is doing their thing, Smith and Jigbo, but physically on the field, there's nobody better than Chase and Jefferson. I
I
don't.
will put I'll put Justin at number 5.
You think these guys are better than Jefferson?
No, I'm just saying I'll put him at number. At least I know I'll put him in
But
the top 5.
for
After
me,
that,
I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, Justin Jefferson's the number one receiver in the league.
really
Talent wise, from
see.
what he's done as a rookie to now, and he's never really had a great quarterback. Like, think about it. Chase has had Joe Burrow throwing him the ball for years. Yeah, since college. So he has an advantage over Jefferson. Um,
That's his college teammate.
Puka got Matthew Stafford, a Hall of Famer, throwing him the ball.
Mhm.
Um, you got Jared Goff throwing the ball to St. Brown. Like these are top 10 quarterbacks throwing these dudes the ball. Dak Prescott, number 5 quarterback in the league, throwing the Pickens and Lamb. You know what I mean? So when you get to a Justin Jefferson, his best days is coming from Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? So when you look at the quarterback play compared to what he's been subject, he had 1,000 yards last year with JJ throwing him the ball, cuz JJ and fucking
Whoever else was quarterback,
you
shit.
know what I mean? So for him, to me, he's the best on this list. Period.
I get it, especially when you say it like that. I definitely get it. But if we like, I'm just saying, I know he deserved to be in the top 5. That's what I'm saying.
I feel
Other than that,
sorry
you can
for I
rearrange
feel
the top 5 however the hell you want to. But
I
I
feel
George
sorry for him
Pickens at
like
number
RJ
5
Johnson.
George Pickens at number 5 is kind of disrespectful to me, especially when he played when he want to play.
His yards. He
It,
was he
it, I'm
was
not
he
dis,
was
I'm
he
not
was top
discrediting his.
5. He was top 3 in yards last year.
He had no choice. CD was not playing when he was not playing. He was no one guy.
Even when CD came back, he pretty much took over as the number 1 guy.
Oh, what you say, E? I'm I'm surprised they don't have Lamb on here. That he just said even when Lamb was there, Pickens was the guy, and he that was his contract year, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hmm.
So from last year, not this year. No, this is from last year. Last year. We don't know what happened this year yet.
This is from this season that just passed.
Yeah. Um. Other than that, Chris Olave, I didn't think
Olave did his thing this year, and he
Olave,
did it with a
and
rookie quarterback.
now here you go, controversy.
Get him out of here.
Flowers,
He had yards this year. He put up yards this year. He was top 7. He was in the top 7, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
top 7, possibly top 7, top yeah, but should he be top 10?
In my opinion, no.
All right, let's get to the next and final position. We only doing offense. Ah, tight end, and you not gonna like that. Your boy is number 2. But then again, you understand why he's number 2.
McBride was their whole offense, so I'm not mad
That's
at it.
one. Well, no, that's one. But also, Kittle was injured most of the season. So, and the fact that he was injured most of the season is still number 2.
And he's older. Like that's I'm cool with him being 2. I ain't mad at it at all.
Our boy Loveland though is number 4 in Chicago. You know,
My
eventually
youngster,
I
because
see him.
remember they was saying Warren was gonna have a better career than him. Now
Yeah,
look out.
and that just fired him up because he had a great. I'm trying to think the game he really came out. I think it was the Bengals game. He really came out of there. Dallas from the Eagles.
Yeah, I
He's
was
on here.
right. Flowers was number 7 this year with 1,200 yards.
Yes, Brock Bowers, who's probably the only damn weapon the Raiders got.
He was hurt. He was hurt this year, so
But he
he
got
didn't
two.
really have the year that he would normally have. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro, and this is the way I'm hoping it works out. The Niners need to trade Ayuk and a first round pick to the Raiders for Crosby. Just get it out the way.
Just get it out the way. I'm surprised I didn't even talk about that, but I wanted to talk about that once everything is final. But since you brought it up, I know we got a tight end. I know the picture's on here tight end, so I'm gonna change it so we finish. But that story happened also after we went off the show
And we
about
never
this
got to
man was
talk
with the
about it.
Ravens, and I'm glad I didn't post what I wanted to post because as soon as me and him was talking about it, then they said the shit was it's not avoid. It's not happening because he failed a physical. Then other shit afterwards, because we was during the show last week, was talking about the trade. Then after the show, it all came out, and now,
I text you. I was shocked. I was
bro,
like, yo, this got to be fake news. I was like, I ain't never seen no shit like this.
a physical.
No, that was the excuse they
That was
used.
excuse. Yeah, that was
They
excuse.
said first of all they didn't think Trey Hendrickson would have lasted to what day 3 of the draft of the free agency. That's number one.
We'll
Number
talk more about
two,
that.
number two, they sat there and weighed the options once they saw Trey Hendrickson was still out there. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. Hendrickson is a good sack artist, but
Mhm.
he ain't shit compared to Crosby as a football player. Crosby will get you 100 tackles a year. Trey Hendrickson might get you 40.
But at the but at the business side of it is smart because you're not giving
Business
up your
side is
pick.
brilliant
Yeah,
because now you don't got to give up 2 first round picks. And
right.
I think what happened with the Ravens really is the reason they had buyer's remorse, no matter what they dumbass GM lies and says the reason was the real reason is he they didn't expect to lose all the players they lost. They thought they would at least be able to bring back some of their guys. Like they offered Lindenbaum a contract. They I don't think they offered Likely a contract because there's something
Those are
fishy about
hardball guys.
there's
Hardball guys.
something nah, I think it's something fishy with the Likely situation because granted, I think he's athletic. I think he's what 6'6". I like him. I think he can play. But there's something off about that situation.
They chose Matt Andrews,
And
Lakeem
that's my
Andrews.
and that's my point. Mark Andrews is older, he's slower, he has reliable hands, but am I going to take him over a younger, taller, faster, likely if he can play?
Mm.
Like there's something off about that situation, but I think John Harbaugh still liked them, but I don't think the Ravens liked them. So I don't know if it's something in the locker room. I don't know if it's something on the field. I don't know if it's something off the field. Maybe he got a problem we don't know about. He pee in the bed or something. Who the fuck knows?
Wh-
But
You, you know
there's something off.
we've seen this before in our lifetime where a coach goes to another team and he brings the
He-
players that either he drafted or something
because he
and
wants them to bring the culture. He wants them to
yeah, yeah.
teach his strategies to the new team and all that. So yeah, it's a great move on his behalf. But it's that particular move is something off about that. The
Mm.
fact that the Ravens let him go, but they wasn't expecting to lose 2 tight ends because they lost Kolick as well. They lost the backup running back. They lost a few pieces. So now you're sitting here. You about to lose a couple of picks. You don't have them. You don't really have any money right now because this was before they restructured Lamar's deal, so Lamar can free up some cap space.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't got no money. You're about to lose 2 first round picks, which those are valuable,
Mm.
and you need to retool at a lot of positions.
Wow.
So
Wow.
let me go ahead and pay this dude for 4 years, even though it's really a 2-year deal. And I still get a pass rusher, and I don't got to give up the 2 first round picks, which is crazy to me that y'all was giving up 2 first round picks anyway.
So this is our last topic before we get to the moves and shaking segment of the show, the main event. What every playoff team from last season needs the most for this coming season. And our
And
Super
I
Bowl
and I
champs,
agree with all of it.
our Super Bowl champs, not much. Having a tight end emerge as a top target will be big. So I don't know if they made that move. The if it was the Patriots, because I know they got the Broncos here, but the Patriots over here, an edge rusher wouldn't hurt. Potentially one more wide receiver, which you just mentioned. Hopkins could be a good fit with the Patriots. The Broncos offense need another weapon. Too inconsistent, and I think they just got that weapon. We gonna talk about that. Hill said all of it. So that's both of y'all agree with this thing. The Bears, a few additions at cornerback slash safety will be big. Uh, don't need a lot. Shit, hell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chicago, but y'all need more than that. Um,
You got to think
Eagles.
about it too with Chicago. Last year, your defense was opportunistic. That does not happen that's not going to happen every year. A lot of that should be luck. The ball just bounced your way, and then
Yeah.
you lost the lead in interception, man, and Kevin Byard to the Patriots. So you're not gonna have this and that cardiac shit y'all did. That it lasts for one season. Nobody does it 2 years in a row. It's not
No.
sustainable.
No. We talked about that many times. Eagles wide receiver. If they lose ABJ, you know who that is. Coaching needs to be much better, which you also said. Offensive coordinator. Jaguars secondary needs some help. Maybe Travis Hunter. That's the question. I think we are. We talked
They
about
said
this.
they're moving him to corner. They're gonna predominantly play him at corner next year when he comes back from this injury.
Is that would that be the best move, or would that?
He looked good on both sides, so I don't know which way they want to go. Because he once they started giving him the ball more, he started coming on as a receiver. But he looked pretty He looked pretty good at cornerback. He wasn't out there getting pushed around or toasted. He looked pretty good at corner. But you
Hunter,
guys see how he comes back from the injury. Usually, when somebody comes back from an injury, that first year they're not themselves.
right?
That second year is when they get back to being themselves. That's why I'm a little apprehensive about Kittle coming back so soon because he'll be back to start the season. He's going to be off of crutches next week and
Mm,
be able to start doing things. But you're never the same the first year. And he's already what, 32 or 31 or 32, something like that. So they're going to have, I mean, they like that kid Tonjes, but the first year, Kittle's not going to be the same person he was, the same player he was. Next year, after this year, he'll be back, but he'll be older as well.
okay. We had Carolina. Carolina needs a front seven to be top priority. Another wide receiver too. I think you already mentioned that one. Pittsburgh, good lord. So so many things, but the quarterback situation is number one priority. Oh,
Can't do shit
Rams,
without a quarterback.
secondary. I'll just say that. Texans
And
offensive weapons.
that's what they went and got too.
Oh man, bro, that's definitely what they got. I think they got two of them, right?
Yeah, McDuffie and Watson.
Texans offensive weapons as a
I don't
whole.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because remember they drafted two receivers back to back early
Mm,
in the draft. You got Nico Collins. You'll probably get Tank Dell back this year. You just traded for David Montgomery. You got Schultz at tight end. You got like three tight ends, but Schultz is your main guy. What more do they need on offense?
I don't know because I mean, one of their receivers is at a place called San Francisco, but that's a whole nother story. But they still
I
got
don't know
weapons,
what
like you just
you're talking
said.
about.
Oh, speaking of San Francisco, receivers are in both lines, defense and offense.
I
They
agree a
lack
thousand
so
percent.
so much athleticism. They ain't
But
say talent, athleticism.
they've been working on the line part. They've been working on the line part. So I give them that. They traded for also. That's gonna be a big trade. That's gonna be big. I can't wait to see
Oh,
it.
wait till we talk about a certain reunion. Buffalo, they need an alpha receiver. Front seven would be good too. Who
I
will be the
think
alpha?
DJ Moore is gonna be the alpha.
I mean, what else can you
I
say
was
about him?
I was watching something earlier where they was talking a little conspiracy theory. They was like it's kind of fucked up that they made the coach the scapegoat and didn't have any weapons for him to throw to. And then as soon as they fire the coach, they send up for second round pick and go get DJ Moore. Why y'all ain't do that when the coach was there? Y'all just wanted McDermott out so you can promote Brady.
Well, they one. I was watching. This is with me. I don't think of no other podcaster as a competition. I think of getting someone's head. And one podcast, shout out to From the Sideline. That's our boy. Actually, that podcast is run by an old Rough Rider friend of ours, and they was talking about how the league is overprotective of Josh Allen. Everybody else get blamed except for Josh Allen. Let's say like Lamar could throw 4 interceptions. You say Lamar, it was Lamar fault. But Josh Allen throw 4 interceptions. Oh, it's the coaching staff fault. The guys didn't catch the ball, blah blah. And I was like, okay. So that you just said that shit. They went and got him with another weapon. Do you think they have been like blanket, like put a blanket
Yeah,
over Josh Allen?
they haven't really been blaming Josh Allen when they lose.
Oh,
But um, I mean, I would give him the blame if he goes out and throws 4 interceptions. But if he just goes out like that game against the Falcons where they got smoked on Monday night,
mm-hmm.
I don't blame Josh Allen for that game, even
Oh,
though they got smoked because he had no time in the backfield. They was getting they
he
was
just
getting after him every play.
he just said on it they try blaming the lineman for not getting that fumble in the playoff that Josh Allen did. It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. I don't know, but we'll find out because they just got their receiver and got worried about their front seven. Green Bay. It is crazy to say a kicker if they get healthy they get scary. Yeah, they
Why
got hurt
did
at the wrong time.
tell me this though? Why does everybody think Green Bay is so scary? What's scary about Green Bay?
Well, if it's a healthy Green Bay, I
Yeah,
don't.
like what's scary about Green Bay? Like
Well,
Watkins
this Green Bay team
Watkins
now?
yeah, Watkins is a solid deep threat that can't stay healthy.
Right,
But after Watkins, Romeo Dobbs was your next best bet, and he's gone.
he's gone.
Um, you might
Jacob,
like Weeks. Weeks is okay.
Jacobs.
Young boy Golden didn't really do much. He was hurt most of the season. Jacobs is a great running back, but after Jacobs, you have nothing. Like you
Mm.
don't even have a solid backup for Jacobs. I'm not really a Wilson fan like that. Kraft is amazing tight end. He got hurt, tore his ACL.
They
Defense, your secondary was getting torched. Whatchamacallit, Parsons was hurt. He's coming off of ACL, and you traded Rashawn Gary and you traded Kenny Clark. So like, and you Quay Walker is gone at linebacker. Like Hobbs is missing that corner. Like you don't. What makes them scary now?
not
Like
well as
they
you say
wasn't
that.
scary before. And Love is a iffy. Like Love could have a game where he throw 4 touchdowns. He could have a game where he throw 4 picks. You don't know what you're getting out of Love from one game to the other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was going to say he's in the same predicament. I would say dude from Carolina. Like they're young and very emotional. Like you can fuck with their head.
Nah, you know why Carolina's in a better position? And the only reason I say that is because there's no expectations on Carolina.
Okay.
They think Love and them are remember the 49ers knocked them out the playoffs and they was looking like they was going to the Super
Championship
Bowl
game.
one, so with them you have way more expectations. You didn't expect a team under 500 in the Panthers to win the division last year.
Mm-hmm.
You're not expecting them to do nothing this year. You always gonna right now. You probably looking at the Panthers as the number 4 team in their division because you got faith in the Shug kid with the Saints. You
Mm-hmm.
like what they like. You like that move. You got faith in Atlanta. Well, you might have a little faith in Atlanta in terms of Bijan, London, and Pitts. So you're looking at the weapons in Atlanta, and you like where they are with the weapons in Atlanta. Then you got your boy Baker and them over there, Ibuka and Godwin and McMillan and Bucky Irvin. So you looking at them team for team, and you might put the Panthers at number 4 in that division.
And,
So
and
you're not expecting them to do nothing. So you can't. So when you comparing them to Green Bay, they expecting Green Bay to be a contender.
I mean, I mean, that's I get what you're saying because like no one saw that coming. Everybody's
Yeah, but
already put the Buccaneers to win that division. Then
you're
shit
not
happened.
comparing Bryce Young to Jordan Love. You thinking Jordan Love can be an MVP. You thinking Bryce Young is trying to figure it out.
I don't want to say that about Young. I'm not Young with love. Last but not least, LA Chargers offensive line. Offensive line. We just talked about it earlier. Offensive line. Uh,
Yeah, but I'm gonna say wide receiver too, because you're losing Keenan Allen. Um, what's his name? McConkey didn't have a great year last year. He was okay, but he wasn't what he was as a rookie. Um, whatchamacallit just disappeared. The other receiver, what's his name?
Allen.
No, not Allen. The other guy that used to drop the ball all the time but
Oh
came
yeah,
on strong last year.
I know what you're talking about.
He yeah, he disappeared in the second half of the season. So I think receiver is definitely something they need.
Knowing Jim Harbaugh, he probably be working on that line anyway.
They were saying that they might go after Juwan Jennings.
Ooh. We're gonna talk about him in a minute.
He's
Let's talk
Harbaugh's
about
type.
moves. The main event moves, and the first thing I gotta say is have a career. He is
Is this
retired.
is this from 5 years ago or is this recent?
Oh
Because
wow.
he's been retired.
Wow, sir. Wow.
He
I
was
mean,
retired when he was with the Eagles.
listen, he retired. He retired officially. Officially
Amazing
retired.
career. You balled when you was with the Lions. You
Yeah.
was they couldn't throw at you. You was one of my favorite corners. I think you stayed around a little longer than you should have. I'm not gonna like I did not like you on the Steelers at all.
Yeah.
Um, After maybe 2 years, I didn't like you on the Eagles at all. But like before that, you was the guy. Like you was a top 3 corner in the league, hands down. Nobody could fuck with you, Slay.
Hey, listen.
Congratulations on your retirement. That happened already before you actually retired.
You
But
go fucked
you did
up.
good.
You go fucked up. But hey. Guess what? You are in you're in the fraternity of Super Bowl champions. Congratulations, you retired. Now after that, don't expect no yellow coat. We're not gonna talk that far. We're talking now.
He was definitely talented, but
Yes,
that's a long
yes,
way.
yes. Hill. At least he retired and he got a chip. So congratulations to him. 13 years in the league. A lot of people can't say that. So there you go. Somebody else retired too. I was like, who the fuck? He only was in the league for like 6 years. I like from the Dolphins. Grant?
Who was
I,
that?
I don't know. That's why I
Yeah,
ain't put him
but
on there.
he was like a kick returner slash wide receiver. He was
Hmm.
always
Yeah,
hurt.
he only had like 1,000 yards career.
He was
Rise.
always hurt.
So you brought his name up. I'm this as you can see where I got it from. But he asked for 20 mil, price not met.
I can't see that. I think the Niners offered him between like 10 to 15 or something like that. And he turned it down and wanted to be a free agent. I'm not
Humbling.
mad at nobody for going after they bread.
Is this a humbling experience for him? Like
You goddamn right.
I'm not listen. Oh, hold on. I'm not laughing at you per se, brother, but it seemed like this happened, and my bro, when he come back, he could probably help me out with this. It seemed like this happened with the 49ers. There was another guy with the 49ers that tried the same shit, and then all hell broke loose, and his name was Kaepernick. But you're not Kaepernick, okay? It's not like we know why Kaepernick not in the league. With this situation, like my bro said, we got this shit documented that he said this. Reason why you got those numbers because you was the only weapon at the time.
Injuries.
Injuries.
Remember, he's not a Jonnu Smith situation, but he is a Jonnu Smith situation where all the receivers was hurt. You became the number one target. You had a bunch of yards, a bunch of touchdowns. Then you go to another team and you ain't did shit. Let me ask you a crazy question, and it's gonna be wild once you hear it. Name one receiver that left Kyle Shanahan's offense and got better when he left. I'll wait because it ain't gonna happen.
We're not just talking about 49ers. We're talking about
Debo didn't get better when he went to Washington. He had a better season. He had better seasons with the Niners. Like, you can't name a receiver that left the Niners and not left the Niners, but left Shanahan's offense and got better once they left. Because he's wide receiver friendly as hell. So you're gonna be open a lot more in his offense than you would be in a different offense.
I'm really, dog. Why are you talking? I'm really trying to think.
It's not gonna happen. Like, they don't leave Shanahan and get better as a receiver. Like, offensive players, they get the ball a lot more in the Shanahan system. It's designed that way. He had that one. But him and his agent are smart. You had a great season. You had a breakout season, and you're trying to capitalize off that breakout season. Your problem is, if everybody wasn't hurt, you would have still been the number 4 receiver on the team. That's number one. And number 4 receivers don't get 20 million a year.
No.
The second thing is, you've never played 17 games. You are always missing games with injuries. He is a dog, and any team should be happy to have him, but be happy to have him at the right price. Because he is a dog. 20 million is not the right price for a player like that.
Not for him. Well,
I think between 12, he'll be lucky to get 15.
The reason why it's more like, again, for us that lived long enough to watch this great sport of football, we've seen this shit before with wide receivers, where you was good because either one you was getting one-on-ones because the other side was getting doubled or blah blah, or in your case, injuries, you had no choice but to be the guy.
What was your boy from the Steelers? What was your boy name again? You know what I'm talking about. From the Steelers. He's on the pitch. Juju. Juju Smith-Schuster,
Juju.
Prime example. He was the amazing Robin when Batman was there.
Right.
When Batman left, you turned into Wonder Woman.
Right.
You couldn't do it. You couldn't be that dude.
You only showed up once out of the blue moon. That's like you did with Kansas City, just like you did with
as a number 2. He was amazing when everybody was focused on stopping Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Everybody remember that Detroit game.
I love Juwan because I'm a Niner and he was a Niner, and he has a lot of heart. He plays hard. You're not gonna be good in another system. It's nothing personal, but you're not. And you're never going to make big money with the Niners because we know who you really are. Like, you got to go somewhere and trick them, like maybe the Raiders, who really need a receiver, or maybe like the Patriots got a few dollars to spend. He could even go to a team that already got a bunch of receivers and be their number 3, the Rams. There's certain teams he would strive in their offense. He could even go to maybe the Packers or somebody like that already have established receivers, and you're just going to be one of the guys.
There you go. And then you could dye your hair green and have fun there. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you just said, he could.
That shit is humbling as fuck when you think you're going, because right now he's probably the best receiver on the market available right now.
And but probably these teams are seeing the way you seeing it. Like they like, yo, we got enough film to see that you was not the guy, or you was not number two. If you was number two, maybe they could see it, but you was not even number two.
Would I spend 20 million on you or draft one of these young boys that's faster and more athletic? Because it's not like he's a fast guy. He's slow. He has size because he's 6'3" and like 220. So he has size and he's tough as fuck.
I'm trying to think what game that was when I said, yo, you should never got. I think it was the Saints game. He caught I think it was a post or a slant. And if he had speed, that would have been touchdown, but he got caught like around the 10-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
And again, go get your money, but you're not getting that 20 million. Get what you could get.
And what is he, 28 or 29? I think he's 29. You gotta try to capitalize, because 30 is that magic number where they start trying to downplay you as a player in the NFL, unless you're a quarterback.
Exactly. Let's get to it. I said we was gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. This man he's a Chief now. First question, because it's a two-part question. Can he develop into a quarterback, or is it too late?
All right, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, because if you really think about it, nobody thought Sam Darnold can play except for real football people like us. We knew Sam could actually play a little bit. He just never was on a good team, never had a good structure, never had anyone teaching him how to be an NFL quarterback. But if you think about it, neither has Justin Fields. He started with the Bears, who has never developed a quarterback. Before this year, they never had a quarterback go over 2,500 yards. So that's a horrible place for quarterbacks to land. Then he went from the Bears. Where did he go after the Bears?
He went to Pittsburgh.
That was the first team he went to?
Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh.
He went to Pittsburgh. When has Tomlin ever developed a quarterback? He locked up and had Big Ben, but since then they've been on a quarterback carousel.
Right.
So he's never developed a quarterback. Then you go to the pits of hell and end up with the Jets. They've never developed a quarterback. They got lucky with Joe Namath. They've never developed a quarterback. So he's never been in a situation to where he could develop. Like, he needs to go to a team like the Vikings, the Rams. I can't even say the Rams. McVay has an amazing system, but you had Jared Goff and you went to the Super Bowl, but you ended up trading him for the cheat code and got Matthew Stafford because he was perfect for your system. But he's never developed a quarterback. You just went and got a veteran that was really good. So I can't even think of many systems outside of the 49ers and Vikings where they actually, and maybe the Chargers, because Harbaugh, I like Harbaugh's development of quarterbacks, because he turned Alex Smith's career around. He made Kaepernick a household name. So I like him when it comes to quarterbacks. But there's not a lot of dudes you can see a quarterback whisperers. I like Dable as a quarterback whisperer for what he did with Josh Allen.
See, now that brings up part two of the question, because now you in Kansas City and you with Andy Reid, and Andy Reid do have a history, but can he even help Justin Fields?
That's my thing with Andy Reid. Andy Reid is kind of in the same McVay situation. Andy Reid lucked up and had McNabb. He didn't have to develop McNabb. McNabb was good.
Okay, hold on. Let's pause it right there.
Michael Vick. He didn't develop Vick. Vick came already nice.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. I love Michael Vick, but we never talk about Michael Vick's arm before he got to the Eagles.
Hell yeah. He was airing it out on the Falcons. He just never had any great receivers on the Falcons. But imagine if you had Michael Vick.
You had Roddy.
Imagine if you had Michael Vick in that system where not in the system, but if you had Michael Vick on the field when he had Julio and when they had Julio and White and all them players.
White.
He would have destroyed the league if he had Julio.
Yeah.
He could throw the whole field with a flick of his wrist. But think about it. When he went to Philly, you had Deshaun Jackson who can just run speed past anybody, and all you gotta do is put it up in the air. He had weapons over there.
Again, I'm defending Andy Reid, Lord.
Yeah,
Andy
but
Reid
think
had Nick
about,
Foles.
but
Nick
think
Foles good.
who has Andy Reid? I'm not talking about who fit Andy Reid's system. I'm talking about who has Andy Reid developed. Everybody so far has fit his system. Alex Smith fit his system. Patrick Mahomes took his system to another level. But who has he actually developed into a receiver? I mean, into a quarterback.
I just said the name, but I'm gonna take it back because I was gonna say Nick Foles, because remember Nick Foles was actually that dude, and then he got signed to the Rams and he disappeared and he had to come back to the Eagles and help them win the Super Bowl. But yeah, I had to take that back. I don't know. I mean, okay, so let's put this in spec right now, because right now we already know that Patrick Mahomes is not playing probably the first 4 games at all. So you might be stuck with this guy right here. Do they even got the help around him?
They don't, right? They definitely don't have an offensive line for Justin Fields. But this is going to be Andy's best work, because think about it. Nobody thought Mac Jones could play after seeing what he looked like with the Patriots, the Jaguars, and all that. Nobody thought he could play. He went to San Fran, and he looked like a very competent. He looked like he could start for a team. You know what I mean? So it depends. Is Andy gonna go in there, and not even just Andy, because remember they got Bieniemy back too.
Yeah.
So are they gonna go in there and devise a game plan for the first 4 games that cater around Justin Fields' leg? This is the thing that kills me with Fields, because he could throw in college, got to the NFL, and forgot how to throw.
And you thought week 1 of last year he found it, because he was airing the shit out.
You thought he turned it around.
Then that just showed how bad the Steelers defense was.
He had maybe 3 games last year where he looked like a competent quarterback. This is my thing. Can Andy Reid bring that out of him? It's gonna take. We're gonna have to wait and see, because like on some real shit, to me, the quarterbacks Andy Reid has had just fit really well in his system. It wasn't necessarily that like Josh. All right, this is what I'm talking about. When Dable was with the Bills, Josh Allen was he wasn't a horrible thrower, but he was Justin Fields, but better, a little better than Justin Fields. One read and run, because he was so big, he knew he could run everybody over. He's out there hurdling people. So for his first year or 2, that's all Josh did was run the ball. He even took them to the playoffs against Houston, running the ball.
Yeah.
He got with Dable, and now he's one of the top passers in the entire NFL. Dable helped him cut down on his interceptions. His interceptions to touchdown ratio was amazing. He had so many touchdowns that year. He should have won MVP over Lamar that year, and then Lamar should have won it the year that he won it.
That's crazy.
Like, it's wild how they do things. But he developed Josh Allen into that player. I've never seen Andy, like, I don't even think Shanahan develops quarterbacks into great players. I think he has a system that's very friendly for quarterbacks.
So before we get off this,
Andy Reid's system is very friendly for quarterbacks, and he keeps lucking up and getting quarterbacks that fit his system. Well, not even lucking up. I think he's a great talent evaluator at that position.
So Justin Fields, let's put it like this: Justin Fields, they probably put him in positions where, hey, we're gonna put you here where you can't mess up these next 4 games.
I think if Justin Fields fucks this up, he's done. I think he's just going to get bounced around the league as a backup, making minimum money. because you got dudes like Sean Mannion, who's been in the league, that was around the league for years. You got
Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson. Like, you got them type of dudes that's been in the league for 20, 30 years and they still got a job.
That
He's
man got
going
another jersey
chase
to put in his closet.
Chase McDaniel. Like, you gonna still have a job. He's just never gonna be a starter.
Shout out to Chase McDaniel. That boy, he be talking some shit on his on this show. This happened today. I made sure I put this in order for today. This happened today, like an hour before we even start the show. The Broncos got Waddle. Bo Nix, you better not kneel hard no more. And not kneel hard no more. Y'all got another wide receiver or a D wide receiver. Which one?
Now the question is, do they keep Cortland Sutton? Because remember, before free agency started, he made a post saying, well, it was nice, kind of like saying a little halfway farewell. So do they keep Cortland Sutton?
What if they Sutton?
They be stupid if they don't.
Delete that post immediately. This is probably the best. If y'all could ignite that flame that y'all had last year. This is the best time I think a Broncos could be a favorite, and I forgot to put that picture up. Could be a favorite to reach the Super Bowl. But then again, I don't know because y'all lost some weapons on defense. So
I think they need a running game. I think they definitely need a running game.
Yeah, I mean they
running back that they just signed. They just got a running back, didn't they?
No. They just re-signed
They re-signed
JK.
Yeah, they re-signed Dobbins.
Yeah, they just re-signed him.
I think they need a top. Dobbins is okay, but they need a really good running back.
Yeah, he's good for the goal line. He smells the end zone. But this is a good pickup.
Great pickup. But Waddle, all right. Waddle's first 2 years was amazing. His second year he had 13 yards, but he's been on a decline the last 2 years. So I'm not sure if I'd have gave up a first and a third. You could have probably got him for a second and a fourth or something like that, but I don't know if I would have gave up a first and a third. But if they feeling like that's the only piece they was missing, because they got an amazing pass rush.
Yeah.
They lost a couple of pieces on the defensive tackle, that Franklin that went to the Titans. They lost Greenlaw to the Niners. They didn't lose him, but they released Greenlaw and let Franklin walk in free agency. So I think I think if they go get another corner, I wasn't a big Moss fan last year. He had so many pass interference and holding penalties. They go get another top corner to put over there. I think the defense will still be pretty good, top 5.
I hope that boxing training that y'all did with Moss worked and taping his hands so he could stop grabbing motherfuckers. But he could. At least I know he could catch up with motherfuckers. But it is what it is. Oh, we talked about this a little earlier. The Chiefs not the Chiefs. The Eagles signed Hollywood Brown.
He's a deep threat.
Yeah, he still got the speed.
He's a one-trick pony.
What? So you put his speed. You put Devontae Smith, who's a good position wide receiver.
Just got Goddard back.
Right.
I think he's an upgrade from Dotson. The only problem is he has to stay healthy, which he's never done.
Right.
Like him and the dude Christian Kirk that the Niners just picked up. They in the same boat. They're low risk, high reward situations. Because you're not paying them anything. They're making $6 million, and that's pretty much health and incentive and incentivized. So if y'all not healthy and y'all not productive, y'all not really making no money.
I'm trying to think. Did Hollywood Brown play with Hurts in college when Hurts came to Oklahoma? Or Brown was with Baker?
I don't think he played with Hurts. I don't know.
That is that it does sound like a damn wrestler's name, Hollywood Brown. Well, that's his name, damn it. He made it government. That's his name now. But congratulations. We just gotta see how you gonna be.
Why the Ravens ain't signed Hollywood? That's Lamar's nephew. Wasn't he there for 1 year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not Lamar's nephew. He's what's him called? Antonio Brown's nephew, if I'm not mistaken.
In fact, that was the first year LeBron started. His first touchdown pass was against Hollywood. Reunion, and it feels so good. Yo, that the 49ers Instagram page had me dying. The first picture you see is his old uniform with the 49ers next to a certain Fred Warner. So, how you feel about this? How you feel?
The reason I'm excited about this is because remember when I was saying earlier in the show, your first year back from an injury, Achilles, ACL, whatever, you're not the same player that first year back. So that first year back was this year that just passed. Now you get back to being yourself and healthy and ready to ball and be the person, the player you was before. So this wasn't necessarily a need for us because Bethune and Winters played so well last year and we got Fred Warner back. But now, a healthy him and a healthy Warner back in that defense, that's going to be, I like it.
Now, saying what you just said, you think Warner is going to be playing like Warner, or you think?
Yeah. He looked like himself in practice last year.
There
Like
you
if
go.
we would
Yeah,
have
he
if we
took
would
that
have
boot
beat
off.
if we would have beat Seattle, he would have been playing in the championship game.
Yeah, he took that boot off. That was kind of scary. This man Wolverine. You also got this guy from the Cowboys. That's crazy because then he just
He
like
just signed a
showed.
deal last year.
Yeah, he showed that he could have helped their defense and.
But you got to remember they got Williams and they got Kenny Clark. Me personally, if I was them, I would have traded Kenny Clark just because of the age difference.
Mm-hmm.
But you're paying you can't I don't you're not paying him 20 million to be a backup to
No.
come off the bench. So it was either trade one of them or you had to do something, but you wasn't paying him to come off the bench for 20 million.
So I don't.
So I would have never traded him to the 49ers.
Hey, listen. I was about to say. Well, at the same time, I don't know who's your defensive coordinator now, but
Raheem Mostert.
oh shit, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. But
The Niners are about to have a new philosophy on defense. And don't get me wrong, Salah's the best defensive coordinator in the league besides Fangio. But if you look at how the Falcons drafted last year, they went and got that kid that's about to go to jail for a few years, um, Pierce. They went and got his nutcase ass. And the other guy that they drafted back-to-back defensive ends in the first round. And they got fast defensive ends. You see, the Niners went and got Mikael Williams last year. Mikael Williams is 260, 270, big defensive end.
right.
The Falcons went and got speed and had one of the top pass rushes in the NFL last year. So now they might even bump, Mikael Williams down and put him on the inside next to Osa and go and draft. They're definitely draft if they don't trade for Crosby, they're definitely drafting a defensive end at number 27.
If I
But
can hear
this
Crosby,
guy gets pressure up the middle. He's never really been on a defensive line with a Nick Bosa, like somebody coming from the outside where he just got to bring pressure up the middle and then they collapsing from the outside. So I think he's going to be a huge addition. He plays the run well. He plays the pass well. He was number 2 in pressures from the defensive tackle position last year in the NFL.
I'm just thinking if y'all get Crosby, y'all gonna have Crosby and Nick Bosa.
Crosby,
Jesus
Bosa, Osa,
Christ, I don't like y'all right now. How
Fred
about
Warner.
this? Now I had a joke since I said Bosa's name. Well, I don't want to get too political and then everybody get fucking mad at me. But listen, y'all know how the lockers is. It got your first initial and got your last name. And if Bosa see that, he gonna tear up because he's gonna remind him of that white dude that just got shot. But anyway, I got this guy. I took a little weapon from Houston.
He is the exact same situation as Hollywood Brown.
Fast.
He's bigger. He's bigger than Brown is. Brown is a
Yeah.
lot smaller. He's bigger than Brown. He he still has speed. He can
Mhm.
still play. He can be a possession receiver for third down, shit like that. He can be a gadget receiver like Debo. You put him in those screen situations. His biggest problem is staying healthy.
Jesus.
He's had some amazing seasons when healthy. Like his first year with the Jaguars, he went crazy. His last year with Arizona, he went crazy. He's a stretch the field guy.
I'm glad you said that because there's a picture of when he was with the Jaguars and Brock Purdy is right next to him. I guess he was talking.
Yep.
And it's like if they knew that this picture means something now than ever because now they're teammates. Do you see him?
You know a fun fact? Brock Purdy, they traded for Mike Evans and they signed him. Brock Purdy's gonna be the only one with that 13. He's keeping that 13
Oh
over
yeah.
Mike Evans and Christian Kirk.
No, you're not taking that. You're not taking that. That's his number. No.
But Christian Kirk can be a weapon if he's healthy. If he's not healthy, there's nothing you can do. But it's another low risk, high reward situation. If he's healthy and balls, you got a nice receiver. But the Niners on some boom. This is the reason why I would bring in a player like Stephon Diggs, even though he's a little older and the Niners are trying to get younger. I'd bring in a player like Stephon Diggs because right now it's boom or bust for this year. And that's another reason I would trade for Crosby because it's boom or bust. You got Evans, who's not going to play 17 games because of health. You got Christian Kirk not going to play 17 games. Pearsall hasn't proven he can play 17 games. Even Purdy hasn't proven he could play 17 games. So you got a team with a lot of talent in a really tough division, and you got to figure out if your guys are going to stay healthy all year. That's the biggest issue the Niners have. If they stay healthy, they got a fucking squad.
Is that I don't know. I think ever since the league went to 17 games, there's been more injuries than a month.
Before they went to 17, we was banged up. But I think the Niners' biggest thing, if they stay healthy, they can play with anybody. They still got to fix the D line and the O line. They still need a pass rush on the other side of Bosa. They still need to. I think they still need to get a center, even though they got that guy Toth from the Eagles. But I think I don't know if they're using him as a starter or backup because he was a backup for the Eagles, and they got that guy Lowe from the Patriots. So they made some. I've liked every move that the Niners have made, but they're all boom or bust moves. Like if they work, it's gonna be amazing. Like we've never had a number one receiver like Mike Evans, even though he's 32. We've never had a receiver like Mike Evans. That's a true number one X receiver. We've never had that. Debo was a gadget. Ayuk was a pretty good receiver, but he had one great year. Evans has had great years for 11 years. You know what I mean? So we've never had that outside guy. You can just he's just a safety blanket. He could throw it up to him. He can still run past receivers on the outside. He can be a lot for you. That he can get you a first down when it's 3rd and 12. Like he can, and then he's gonna make everyone else's job easy as the receivers because now they know they gotta D him up.
Yeah.
Pearsall will be more open. Christian Kirk will be open on a fly pattern.
Yeah,
Like
you got to force a one-on-one.
Exactly.
Giants signed himself a fullback, and boy, let me tell you, as a Giants fan, and
he's the second best fullback in the league.
Let's go. I'm happy for this because I'm saying this right now. Scatterboo will come back healthy. I got 2 jugheads.
What you need Scatterboo for?
Huh?
What you need Scatterboo for?
Listen, this is what I'm about to say.
You about to draft Love. You don't need no Scatterboo.
Hey, the Giants. Okay, if we get Love, or if we have Scatterboo, whoever's the running back, listen to me. Follow your fullback. Follow. This is the dude that looks for contact. Follow.
Scatterboo look like he could be his son.
Wow.
That could be Scatterboo's dad.
That might be.
But I think you're gonna have a good running game next year.
Oh yeah. I like this one. I like this one. Then I wake up one day, I saw this motherfucker resign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why I'm skeptical because I saw the contract.
He gets 0 money guaranteed.
Right. I saw that. I was like, bro, you're not getting nothing guaranteed.
What are y'all doing with him? Are y'all gonna move him to guard? Move his ass to guard. Every time you have attack, every time you ever look at Mekhi Becton. When he was playing tackle, he was horrible. He played guard, he made the Pro Bowl. Move him to guard.
I think he was drafted as a guard, and all injuries moved him to tackle. But now I'm saying like this: him healthy and Thomas healthy. Yeah, move him to guard. We can pull out one. That'd be dope. But I'm still talking about that contract, bro. That's ridiculous. Nothing guaranteed, bro. What was you thinking? Then this guy.
All right. So the receivers y'all picked up, Mooney and Calvin from the Steelers. I like. It depends on which one y'all get. Mooney's never really been. He's not a number one. Malik is your number one.
Oh yeah,
he can be a solid number two. The question is which Mooney are y'all getting? Because he had one really good year as a number two with the Bears, but that's pretty much it. He had one solid season in Atlanta, but he was banged up all year last year.
And that's the question. Who are we getting here? Are we getting
him and Calvin Austin? They're boom or bust players. Calvin Austin's never had a big season. He's never had a big season. He's a solid 3 or 4 receiver. He's never been a big number two or had a big season. He's maybe had 2 big games in his career.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just a depth piece for y'all, really. But this guy can be a really good number two. And then they saying that y'all might go after that kid Tate from Ohio State if he falls for you at 5. So me personally, I would love for y'all to get Tate because he'll be amazing. He'll compete with Neighbors to be your number one.
And that will help out even well because competition, especially if someone like, listen, you ain't taking my money, would still help out. That's all I'm saying. But then this happened. Again, something else that happened after our show directly after we talked about this. Now, keyword, we talked about this.
We need to do an emergency broadcast. This is why we need an emergency broadcast.
But the fucked up part, we just talked about it, right? We said what would be a perfect fit for him, and we said the Vikings.
The question, all right, we got a couple of questions. Number one, is he gonna beat JJ out for the job? Because they're not bringing in somebody to take JJ's job. They're bringing somebody in. I think they're bringing somebody in because they know JJ hasn't proven to stay healthy yet. He's had 2 injury-riddled seasons.
Right.
So they bring in somebody in that can competently play once he gets hurt. So they're kind of expecting him to get hurt and expecting somebody else to have to start while kind of like what we did with Mac Jones. You bring in somebody that could start somewhere or has started somewhere to be your backup. It depends. Are you getting video game Kyler? Or are you getting that Kyler that took the ACL Kyler that was killing the league before he tore his ACL when he had Hopkins and was airing it out to Hopkins?
And I was just about to say, if you get the Kyler that was airing it out and you got a receiver that's we just talked about.
You got Jefferson. And Addison. You got Jefferson and Addison. It's not.
Wait, Edison, he's still with them? I thought he got traded.
No, he ain't go nowhere. He's still there. People they would speculate. They were speculating he was going to get traded because of his off the field issues, but he ain't going nowhere.
I mean,
it's not too late. The way everything is going, it ain't too late.
This is a good insurance, though. He said JJ about to be out if Carlos outshine. Of course, but this is also to put a foot in JJ's ass. Like, listen,
yeah, this is motivation.
Hey, enough is enough, bro. This is year 3. You missed year 1.
They brought in competition for JJ, but to me, they still look at JJ as a starter only. I don't know why teams do this. Just because you took somebody in the first round, if they're not good, they're not good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you also have to remember JJ is young, and he's really only played like 10 games.
Literally.
He hasn't had a chance to develop into a quarterback yet. He could fuck around and show you something, but he hasn't had the chance to.
I mean, he showed you sparks last year.
Yeah, that game against the Cowboys, he aired it out. Like he's had games where he's shown you he's capable. He just doesn't. He can't stay healthy, and he hasn't been consistent.
Yeah, Bears against the Cowboys game, the comeback against the Bears. I think that was Monday night or something like that. It was a primetime game because he was hype. But yeah, this is putting the foot in his ass right here. Kyle Murray, he's got playoff experience. The Saints got themselves, I think it was a linebacker.
Yep, I like him a lot, and he can blitz. He had a bunch of sacks last year.
Is
On the
he an edge,
linebacker.
outside
No,
linebacker?
he's middle. He's
Ooh,
middle.
straight to the middle. You gonna see
He
that?
can play and he can cover.
The Eagles got themselves another one, but
this one I'm concerned about.
Exactly.
And the reason I think I wanted the Niners to get him. I'm not gonna lie to you at one point, but then I started to think about it. McDonald is a defensive coach.
Mm-hmm.
If McDonald benched this guy, there's something. He lost his starting job. Like it wasn't like he benched him for a game. He lost his job. He's 6'4", fast, athletic. How did he lose his job? There's something going on with him to why he's not back with Seattle.
So this is what would you characterize this move with the Eagles? Because
I think he's gonna be better than them two guys. I mean, I gotta see it in motion. I think Fangio's gonna put him in a position to succeed, but I gotta see it happen on the field because them two dudes they had, Ringo and whatchamacallit, was getting toasted.
But
he's faster than both of them. He runs a 4.2 40, 4.26.
So wait, Coop still the starting corner?
Coop they moved Coop into the slot, really. So he's gonna be the outside on one side. Mitchell's gonna be the outside on the other side, and Coop is gonna be in the middle.
I think that's be a perfect spot.
Yeah, so he's gonna play one outside, but remember, he had one play where he did they got the Rams off the field on I think it was fourth down. They got him, or third down and long, and they got him off the field. He had a taunting penalty. He had an unsportsmanlike penalty, and in the very next play, Puka burnt him for a 50-yard touchdown. So that's the player you're getting. You gotta, if you can reel him in, his athleticism and speed is amazing.
You don't have to listen. You don't have to. One thing you don't have to do is taunt him with y'all Super Bowl because he got one. But taunt him with, hey, you want another one?
Yeah.
Get in line.
I don't think the Eagles are the same team. They lost their offensive coordinator. They lost a few pieces on that O-line. I don't think they're going to be the same team. They lost pieces in free agency that they haven't replaced yet. But Howie is great at drafting.
I was going to say, hopefully, as a Giant fan, keep on falling down. Teddy got a job. He's in Detroit though. Was he there before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All he did was re-sign with them.
No, he was with the Buccaneers last year.
Yeah,
now he went right back to the Lions
before.
So congratulations, Coach. I like to call you Coach because you still coach for your alma mater. So good job. We'll see. Leo.
He is underrated. He is a really good linebacker.
Do you see him starting week 1?
Yes. Because they haven't brought back whatchamacallit.
That's all that needs to be said. See him starting week 1. Because I mean, honestly, I think he was a backup, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was with the Saints. I mean, not the Saints, the Chiefs. But watch them. Watch them. They made some really good moves.
Listen, I had no choice but to watch the division I'm in. Shit, I gotta watch these motherfuckers. So, he signed a 2-year deal.
He's old.
Yeah, he's staying with. Let's play this. He's retiring with the Steelers. He's a Steeler for life. It's done. And if anything, because I was a big fan of his father, Ironhead Hayward, I'm gonna say great career already because you might be retired this is might be your last contract. So do what you gotta do. be a veteran presence in that locker room because damn it, y'all need it now. There's no Tomlin there, there's nothing there. Oh, so congratulations here, I guess. The Cowboys signed their rivals backup to be a backup to
This
that
was
Prescott.
kind of weird because didn't they trade for a backup last year? They got the young boy that we love, Morrow, not Morrow. Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the kid
I
from the
think
Patriots. So they
ain't he a
traded for a
ain't he
backup
a
last
free
year.
agent?
I don't think so.
Okay, well they got him as of now. He's on the depth chart. He's the backup.
That's fine.
All
I
right,
like Sam.
Sam.
Sam is tight though because they traded him to the Vikings. The Vikings traded for Sam, and he was on the Seahawks, so he would have won a Super Bowl if they didn't trade him.
Right. Well, we waited 2 years for you. Got you with the Ravens now. All this shit with the Crosby situation led up to you getting signed officially now as we speak. Because if I get off this show and find out you're not with the Ravens, I'll be fucking pissed. But
No, he's a great pass rush. He just doesn't play the run well.
that's why he's gonna come out only for pass situations.
And we gotta see. No, he'll be on the field, but we gotta see what he's gonna do because remember last year he missed a bunch of games with a back injury. Maybe he just didn't want to play for the Bengals, but we're
That
gonna have to see what happens.
it could have been. It could have been. It could have been how Crosby's
But
supposed to
it's a
be
good consolation prize.
great. I mean, it's not like you won the pass rusher, you couldn't get who you want. Not saying that okay, this is a downgrade. No, it's not a downgrade. It's pretty much on another lane, another lane. Okay, a tier, as you would say. Crosby is great on the run, pass rusher. You are a great pass rusher. You might need a little help on your side for the run, right? So we'll see what happens if you're a perfect match for the Ravens. So this man went from what was that shit? What kind of shit he had when his contract transitional?
Oh, transition tag.
Yeah, now they extend you. This is the only man I know. I gotta give him some credit. He hustled. This man's $100 million man. $100 million man
And
with one playoff in his
he comes
contract,
through in the
his career,
contract year. He
bro.
comes through in the contract year and then he goes back to stinking it up.
Bro, this man $100 million with only one playoff victory under his belt. With us, by the way. But still, hustle. I would never knock no one hustle. Your agent is good.
Congratulations.
You got the best agent ever. Hopefully he
Congratulations.
come back healthy and he could continue what he was doing with the Colts because before he got hurt, they was in the playoffs.
Yep.
They was in the playoffs. So all that shit happened. So
But remember they had Pittman, they lost Pittman, they just overpaid Alec. Do you realize Alec Pierce is the highest paid wide receiver in the league over
no.
Jamar Chase, over Jefferson,
Oh,
over all of them? I think he's making like 1 million more than Jamar Chase is.
he's the
That's
highest paid
insane.
number 2 ever then.
That's insane. Miami Dolphins have 175 million in dead cap money. 175, 99 of it's from Tua.
Jesus. The Patriots got themselves a corner.
Safety, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's safety.
Safety.
He
Okay.
led the league in interceptions last year. That's a great pickup for them.
And be on the. I tell you right now, don't be the center field safety. Be the same on the same side as
Gonzalez.
Lonzo. Oh my God. That means y'all have one half. All you gotta do is have another safety over the other side. You got four things back. That'd be great.
Gonzo had a great Super Bowl.
Great Super Bowl. Great playoff. Period. Like honestly, but this will help them out. They have signed. Is this the tight end?
I think that's gonna be a sneaky big pickup because he was coming on for the Titans. So now he got a quarterback and a better system. I think
Which
that's gonna be a sneaky big pickup.
which was fucked up because he was basically Ward's no one
That was his
receiver.
number one weapon.
Yeah. Damn.
But now his number one with my mother stopped.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Washington's making moves. I thought the Washington making moves. Let's just put it like that. A couple weeks ago, we said that the Dolphins released Chubb, and Chubb gonna stay in the division. He is signed with Buffalo. This
That's a
helps their
good
defense.
pickup. They needed a pass rusher.
Yeah, this helps their defense. Not, I mean, how can I say with the Buffalo defense? It's not bad, but I don't know. This definitely
It
helps them
needs
though.
it needs some upgrades.
Yeah, because both the other Boaster, the big brother Boaster, he
He's
was
a free
just
agent.
he was not he's not the same. Like
I think
they
the Niners are trying to sign him as a depth piece, but I think they're trying to upgrade at defensive end. But I think they're gonna sign him for like 7 million and bring him in as a depth piece.
you don't need both Boasters now. God damn.
I think that's something stupid that they want to
That's,
do.
I swear. The Packers go at their rivals and get their guy. Let's see, a defensive tackle, right?
Yeah,
I mean, y'all need some help with the defensive
I don't
tackle.
know how he keep getting contracts. We gave him a big contract. He did nothing. We released him. He went to the We released him. He went to the Vikings, did nothing, got released from them. Like he just keeps. It's not like he's reaching free agency. He's just thinking it up and getting cut.
And
He's been bad since he left the Eagles.
Cowboys got rid of Solomon Thomas.
Uh, he's trash.
I,
I
I
can't
you know what's
believe we
fucked up?
took
As
him
you
with.
say, he's trash.
I
I
can't.
bet you Solomon. I bet you your boy probably get the best out of him.
He won't.
You
This
don't think?
guy, we drafted him with the number 3 pick one year, and that's like one of Lynch's worst picks ever. And
Oh,
he only took him because he played for his alma mater.
oh God, I hate that. Don't do that. More
Another
Washington.
another great pickup.
Washington boy.
A third pass rusher.
No one's talking about Washington's
And
offseason pick.
let them keep doing that because they are doing their damn thing.
The only thing, no, all these picks that they getting, is only one thing that concerns me, and that is Daniel. I
Yeah,
want to know because, like
he'll
I
do
said,
nothing.
it's mirroring. You know who? I don't like it. So, uh, Jonathan Allen, my boy,
He got picked up by the Vikings last year too, and
and
he
now
didn't do nothing.
he's a Bengal.
Yep.
Upgrade or downgrade?
Anything's an upgrade for the Bengals. That defense. Not that
Anything was a
defense.
move to upgrade for the Bengals. Ain't woo!
Like him as a third down back.
Ah!
But I think they still got Eckler too.
Yes, they do. They still got Eckler. They still got
They got a
said
lot of
they still call him
backs
Bob.
that can catch.
Yes, yes, they do. And
And he
just
can
added
pass
one more to this
and he can
to him.
pass protect. That's why I like him.
Pass protect and receive.
Mm-hmm.
Good, he got good hands. Uh, former Packer going to the Seahawks.
He's
What was
trash.
this?
Running back.
No way.
Mm-hmm. He'll be a backup to Charbonnet.
Of course. Well, I don't see him sharing the load. There's not gonna be no 50-50. I think I'm gonna
No,
see 70.
Charbonnet's gonna be the man.
Yeah, I'm gonna see 70-30. You're not getting 50-50 with him. Unless something catastrophic happens. I'm not praying on it, but
I
ah
kind of like it if he can stay on the field. I like it. He can be an
C,
enforcer for them.
CJ is with Buffalo now.
He can be an enforcer.
So I don't like him more because I get to hear more stories of what happened when he was with the Eagles. And first of all, he did a good job with Buffalo, with the Bears when he was on the field. And now with Buffalo, did they fix their secondary?
No, not yet.
You said too, hold on, bro. You said it too quick. No,
because you got Tre'Davious White. He's watched. You just lost Johnson, who to me was probably your best corner. He got traded to the Vegas. Their secondary is not that good. They're gonna and you got two safety that's always hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like they need to upgrade all of that. They got the young boy that they drafted last year. Was it Harrison? He
Mm-hmm.
gonna be one of their starting corners, but they need help.
So it's gonna be another bend or don't break defense, possibly.
It depends on what they do in the draft because they don't need a whole lot on offense. They just need
Oh, they don't.
offensive line, really. So just concentrate on the goal. And free agency ain't over. It's just the first wave is done.
No, this is
It's
second
still
wave.
still a lot of it's still a lot of it's probably the third, but it's still a lot of players out there that can be picked up. Like
I don't know who's left.
Epinoza, whatever, however you pronounce his name, he was a really good pass rusher off the bench for them, and he's a free agent. They need to bring him back.
Well, the Titan Oilers release.
Now him, I don't know, bro. I kind of want the Niners to give him a 1 year deal chance and see what happens. Because when he was with the Chiefs, he was the best corner in the NFL. He went to the Titans, became the worst corner in the NFL.
What happened?
And I don't know if it's the Titans is just really bad or what. And then for him to get released, knowing that if Solid didn't keep him, he was doing real bad. Because if Solid didn't keep you and he's a defensive guru.
Yeah.
But like I said, I would bring him in for 1 year, even if you don't start him, put him in to have him as a depth piece. Because 2 years ago, he was the best corner in the NFL.
Bet. Colts got
Just a
themselves.
safety. He's all right. He's the one that messed with that girl, Simone Biles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you set regardless, on and off the field. All right,
He
cool.
winning. He
You
winning.
winning in life. Gotcha. No, she's flexible. But Panthers got themselves what's that, a lineman?
Offensive tackle. He was the top tackle available.
They needed that.
Yep.
But again, since they got rid of Rico,
That's another step back for the Packers, though.
unless they drafted someone from Wisconsin.
You want to see?
You know that's where the best linemen's at, with the Wisconsin, Iowa guys. Ones that don't do much. And last but not least, Dallas resigns. Of course, he ain't going nowhere. He's gonna stay. He's gonna stay.
He was about to.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere. That's all we got for the lineup. We ain't get no breaking news except for the Dolphins dead cap. But I'm gonna keep my phone gonna be on. My wife's phone gonna wake us up. You gonna text me some shit. This shit ain't over. It ain't over.
It ain't over. It's gonna be another move that we ain't see coming like this one today. It's some shit. I'm telling you, Crosby's getting traded. Jalen Carter might get traded still, and I think AJ is gone. You can't walk that back. Once you tell somebody, once you actively seek a trade for somebody, it's hard for you to walk that back, especially if they're a diva. So he's
crazy. I can't say I never saw it. Maybe I didn't pay attention to it, but I did not see that coming, bro. Like,
he
I
needs
thought
to
that was
go
a
to
match
a
that had.
team that he can get a lot of volume. He can be the man there. Like the Patriots, he won't have no competition getting passes. And he'll be a great safety blanket for Drake May, and he'll help Drake May. Like right now, they can definitely get a first and a second for him, if not two firsts. I
It's like
think they're trying to be greedy with what their asking price is. But
it's
now
like
that Waddle got traded for a first and a third, they have to get better than that. So it's either going to be a first and a second or a first and a first.
well, it's like for the Eagles. It's like history repeating itself because y'all always pick the most talented wide receiver, where he's a fucking prima donna.
Yep.
I ain't gonna. Y'all know who I'm talking about, so don't. I know what I'm talking about, but that's all we got for
But
today.
if they get a first this year for him, this is pretty loaded, front loaded wide receiver class for the draft. So you can
Mhm.
get somebody, you can get a really good receiver in the first round or the second round if you do let
Especially dude
him.
from Ohio State, ain't he in the draft?
Yeah, so you'll say, yeah. So you'll save some money. You'll save some money by trading him. And I don't see them trading him before the June 1st deadline
Mm-hmm.
because the cap hit is way different if they trade him after June 1st. So there's no rush to trade him right now unless you're trying to trade him to a team that needs that you want to use that pick this year?
We are not done. We are not done. NFL all season pretty much is still in the beginning stages because we ain't get nowhere near the draft yet. Draft is next month.
Another week and a half baseball season.
Baseball season. Oh, it's by the way. The finals, United States against
Venezuela.
Dominican Republican and my Dominican brothers. I know y'all pissed off. I'm pissed off for you. I am, but we in the finals. So final thoughts, bro. What you got for me?
Man, I can't wait to see what happens next. NFL is not done. This has been the most, I want to say, controversial and exciting offseason in a while.
Controversial is the right word, especially with this Crosby situation.
Yep.
I never saw no shit like this. I don't think I have. I do have short memory when it comes to the off season sometimes. Depending on who's the person that got traded. But brother, as you know, we gonna do that shit. Cause we get some real breaking news. We gotta make a video or something real quick to post.
Hell yeah.
Breaking news music, all that shit. We gotta do that shit. Cause that shit was crazy last week. But as always, man, appreciate you. Like I said, this is pretty much your damn show. I'm just producing it.
I'm here with you, brother.
Hey man, let me say this live, man. You got anybody that want to join us, man? Let me know. They could join us. You can argue with their ass on live. I'm just being a mediator. Hey, we got something else to talk about. All that shit. Well, appreciate you as always, man. And I'll catch you later.
All right, bro. I'm over.
All right, man. And like I said last week, that's my bro. Sports Mind. You can catch us here every Tuesday, unless something happens and we gotta do a special. Then we just do a special. But Tuesdays, 4:00 Eastern. Thank you, Thirsty Jack, Easy E, Hill Carmody, which is the same guy from Thirsty Jack. Check him out. His YouTube. Hill. What is it, Hill? What's the new one? It's a new thing he's got going on for his page. Check him out. That's my brother. Also Thursday, put it up. If you're still watching, Hill, put it up on the comments. I'll put it up for you. Hill Nation, I guess. Can't put Hill Nation, bro. That's our shit. But Thursday, Wolfpack Wrestling podcast will be here 8:00. We got so much to talk about, especially with AEW Revolution this past weekend. Any news? The road to WrestleMania. Oh, Hillverse. Thank you, my brother. Hillverse. Just check it out. He's gonna be talking about what's ever on his mind and probably wrestling. You still got the comic book, right? You still got your comic book world, anime world. It's gonna be all there, and plus probably within the months the return of Embrace Thirst. Keep an eye out for Three the Hard Way Wrestling Podcast, which would be myself, Wild Card, Mr. Team Bringer, Chris Dilworth, and the Hall of Famer Stevie Ray. He said Hill thoughts, whatever on his mind. And he said yes. Also Sundays, the return of hashtag Hills for Life Wrestling Podcast. Again, the reason why we didn't do it last Sunday because one, AEW Revolution went off in the East Coast around 12:30 in the morning. So no. Support, and I appreciate y'all as always. I am Enforcer. That was D Money, and we'll catch you later. I say peace.